Housing niggas like CHA and COSG, ripping MCs in 3D or 4D. It doesn't matter dimensions. I'm suspending niggas like Steve Rogers. Don't bother. I clobber niggas like Ben Grimm. Who's him? They filling with the brim. Yeah.
No rappity rap, but we trappity.
Oh, are we? Oh, okay. I'm waiting. Are we live? Oh shit.
Oh,
Hey,
That was a good intro. Impromptu intro.
Hey yo, welcome. Episode 8, the live episode.
That's how you do it. You live. You just go in.
We didn't even know we were live. Welcome back to the Fly Nerd Group. We thank you. We thank everybody for tuning in. Sorry for the delay.
True and Livings.
Technical difficulties, but here we are broadcasting.
No, ain't no technical difficulties. It was K-Max.
I was gonna let that. I was gonna let that happen later.
Nope, no technical. They do everything. We good. We got technology. We good.
I was gonna let that happen later, but yeah.
Later too.
The DJ was late, but here we are. How's everybody feeling?
I'm good.
I'm also good.
Everybody good? All right. Well, let's just get the intros out of the way. This is Coach E Soulstar to my right.
Ambi Warhol.
To my left.
Cosmo Galactus.
Right down there at the end.
Moxie.
All right. And we are the Fly Nerd Group. So here we are, feeling good. It's a lot to talk about, guys.
There's
So
tons
much.
of shit to talk about this week. I'm ready to pie.
Hump day. Hump day.
I hope you didn't need that. Whatever that
I'm
was,
gonna
you
grab
threw.
it right now.
Okay.
Time out, T-Marks.
But yeah, so there's a, you know what? Let's just go in with the since it's the hot topic, we were talking about it.
Yeah, let's go.
Lupe versus Royce v.
The love
Nicki
triangle.
Facts.
The love triangle.
The love triangle, the hate
trouble.
triangle. Here it is. The internet's all a buzz about it. People are talking. Royce is doing the most talking.
Only the one doing the talking. Only one.
Royce
He's
doing
talking right now.
Right, he's talking
He's
right
loud
now.
right now on IG.
Yeah, but don't go check
worry
out
about
Royce.
it.
Check him out. Check us out.
Don't-
Right.
yeah.
Stay here.
Stay fly with us.
Yeah, stay right here. But all right. So the beef started. We saw them beefing on Instagram a little bit, and then Royce dropped "Silence of the Lambda."
Yeah.
Okay,
So far,
right.
so good.
And so then, we tuned in because Royce is a dope MC. So we tuned
He
in,
is.
and he was aiming at a Chicago guy. So we wanted to see
Lyricist.
what it was.
To see what he's going to bring.
And it was nice. I never said "Silence of the Lambda" was a bad song, but then Lupe hit him with SLR.
And it's just
Part two.
after that.
Yeah, part 2, and then.
Wait, let's just stop there because, okay, we're going to have to do this right. We're going to have to dissect that song, G. So it's like
He picked them apart.
he took
He-
him
he
apart.
dissected
When
him.
it comes to
He
battling,
did it like a nerd.
I had the conversation with Casual. I was like, yo, Chicago MCs battle different.
Facts.
We don't
Not
battle.
Facts.
Even Lupe said it. Like, we don't battle for showmanship and just for hand fives. And
No, we
high
don't
fives
want
and shit
accolades.
like
we
that.
want to bury you.
Like, nah, we want to bury you.
We wanna bury you.
exactly. So we battle for a different reason. We battle to shut you up. Just, I'm saying.
Yeah, just get
we
on
can
the
still
mic.
be cool. We go out, kick it. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Exactly.
Bust your
You
ass.
just know you
know what I
lost.
mean?
Just
So
understand that L.
this particular song what Lupe dropped, man, dude, like in a matter of minutes he responded. Like he listened to the song maybe twice, 3 times, and then he went in, right?
Yeah.
Quickly.
Extremely quickly.
Very quick.
And put made some key
talking.
points.
No talking.
Key points, man. Classic first album. Royce ain't got classic yet. He called him a perpetual sidekick.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
The
wow.
plot thickened.
He said he had no impact in the city while your city still busted and shit. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Premiere, you would have been on. And it wasn't for.
Right.
And it wasn't for.
If it-
nigga, I got a dozen more.
Right.
Like, yo,
Right.
And you think about that, you be like, oh, well, yeah, Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, true.
Dre, and, Eminem. You think about it. So Lupe won. He broke this dude down. Well, it's still room for a response.
Well,
right?
nope, it's not. Let me explain to you why.
Okay.
Because Lupe spit how long ago?
That
Days. Monday.
So we want to do.
But he did that on the day of the release.
So we want to
Yeah.
do industry rules on the industry level. Yeah.
What's an industry rule? Because we're going to get
all
into
that shit
too.
that Royce is talking right now? That's fucking industry rules. Record company people are shady, and so are they artists.
4,080.
So are they artists.
When did this beef start?
Like a couple weeks ago on Instagram.
couple of weeks ago.
On
Yeah,
Instagram.
This was on Instagram.
Oh,
because they have a
wow.
podcast. Well, they had a podcast together.
Oh,
and that's actually where it
wow.
started with some like, oh, we on air, gentle MC ribbing that went beyond just the jokes.
You know how you just play dozen with someone and then someone takes
Yeah.
it serious?
Which
and
again,
then
Yeah.
that's some Chicago shit.
Yeah, you know,
wow.
We can take it. We got thick skin.
So now the show is no more.
the show is no more.
Wow.
After the battle, Lupe totally, I guess, he flamed him. He flamed
Yeah.
him, and Lupe said some personal stuff in there. I mean, he
Wow.
said they never met personally. You know what I mean? So, they never met in person. So this is all just, business or whatever. Yeah, you a sidekick dude. And he like, yo, fam, I've been going platinum and gold since day one.
Yeah.
Like, my catalog is kind of like classic. Jay-Z, Nas, they officially said something about me.
Yeah, they
Right.
did. Yeah, absolutely.
You, on the other hand, you the code, but you ain't got that. We're not on the same metrics, and that's what Lupe was on.
And to be fair, the person that he sidekicks for rarely mentions him.
Yeah.
You brought that up earlier.
Yeah,
The
it's
person,
real.
the person he
It's real.
sidekicks for, Batman still mentions Robin is essential to
Ooh,
shit.
right. Robin is a
Robin
distraction
is
at
essential
least.
to shit. At least Batman's like, yo, if the Joker's too dangerous, he got these hostages. You free the hostages, I'm going at the Joker. Robin is
Alfred get more props than that.
man. Alfred is essential. Royce is not essential
Come
to
on.
Eminem. D12 was more essential to Eminem. He spent more grooming D12, who were a bunch of weirdos who were only
Yeah,
okay
bizarre.
MCs. They were only okay. No, I mean, D12 was not like completely whack, but I was also like, oh, all right.
Yeah, they-
I
Yeah,
they're here.
They
met
was-
all of them before they were signed, and they all don't rap like Eminem. They all
Nah,
rap
they
like-
all
Yeah,
got their own
they're
shit
all
going on.
individuals. I mean, Bizarre, his name and his life is all right there, and is the same.
Yeah.
He's an outsider too. Shout out to Pace One.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
an
wow,
outsider.
yeah.
So that's the thing I don't like. So when Royce is big up in M ain't big up in you.
No.
So why? Okay, so you rode this man's coattails to get in. I
Hey,
get
Drake got an AK to your face.
it. You know, I get it. You rode this guy's coattails to get in, and Royce is a dope MC. So
Royce is dope.
that way, no one out there here
But
thinks
I called him the Black Eminem though. Like if I got tired of
You gotta take that back.
Eminem,
You got to take that back now.
Yeah.
Because Eminem would have.
I said I used to.
Yeah,
all right?
Eminem would have.
Yeah, I mean Royce is very rapidy flappity. I know, but he's dope. But he got flamed up, and that's just and that's just what it is. He got completely flamed up. He kicked this thing off. He kicked the hornet's nest.
Y'all tag Royce.
He's getting
You're right.
yeah. They kicked the horn. He kicked the hornet's nest, and now he's getting stung by all the hornets, and he wants to cry about it. Fam, all this talking you doing.
No, wait. Let's
Respond.
not wait. So Lupe dropped his shit. That was a week ago.
Lupe
right?
dropped his shit
He dropped his shit. It was a week.
like a stalactite.
Yeah, he dropped it, and it was hush hush city. He no response from Royce.
We ain't hear. We ain't hear. Shh.
So days later, Mickey Fax dropped one.
Yeah.
And Mickey went intricate on that ass. Like, he went Taskmaster.
Right, he
Yeah,
went a totally
like,
different-
He went Taskmaster.
Yeah,
on that shit.
yeah.
Because he entered different styles and different cadences, and even he fucked with Royce styles.
He fucked with a few people's styles.
Royce, R.J. Payne,
R.J.
Ransom.
Payne.
He did
And
all.
it's
He did
sick.
all
He
three
did
of
them
them in
well.
the same song. Did them well.
Did him well.
Yeah,
Shout out to R.J. Payne.
Yeah, that's akin to when Black Thought did Coogee Rap and Big Daddy Kane in the same song.
Yep.
You know, so Mickey Fax just went even. So Lupe put him in the ground. Mickey Fax threw the dirt on and poured the cement in the hole. And to me, this thing is over. Royce can respond.
Fucking Autobots.
Hey.
Megatron. Fuck these Autobots. And Fly Nerd Group is awesome. Fuck them all.
Hey, yo, welcome back. It is Fly Nerd Group Prime Time broadcasting live into
What up?
your
Peace.
brains.
Can
Hey,
we
yo.
let that beat breathe for a second?
Just let it touch us.
Feel that shit.
I was following directions. Well, all right.
Ooh.
We are
I need some
back.
incense.
I
You
am
gotta
Coach.
feel it sometimes, you know.
I
fat
am
ass.
Coach E Soul Star. To my right is,
Ambi Warhol thinking
To
about
my-
some goodies.
to my left,
Cosmo Galactus.
the lovely lady on the end.
Moxie Peaches.
Providing the sonic soundscapes you hear is,
DJ B-Vex.
and special guest lurking in the
Special,
background,
special.
right over my right shoulder. Introduce yourself, my friend, the Chicago legend.
GQ the teacher.
All
All
right.
right.
He chilling like Venom.
All right,
All right.
welcome to the Fly Nerd Group, GQ. We are happy to have you here with us this week.
Fly
Yo,
Nerd
what's
certified
sir.
already.
Thanks for having me, man.
What up, y'all?
up?
Family.
How's everybody
We are
feeling?
family. Fly Nerd. We on Fly Nerd 10.
Yeah. How's everybody feeling?
This is family.
Feeling
Amazing.
great.
Feeling great. Feeling
Yeah,
great,
we
feeling good?
fantastic. I'm peace.
Amazing.
Everybody have an enjoyable weekend.
Yes, because I stayed away from Lollapalooza.
All right.
No, because I hurt my
Bless her
ankle.
heart.
Amen.
Bless
But
her
I'm better.
heart. Bless her little heart.
Yeah. No one was diving into Delta Palooza as far as I know.
Delta
It was
Palooza.
safe to
Absolutely
watch
not.
from a distance.
Yeah.
But there was some good performances though.
Delta
I'm
very
sure.
That's what they
I'm sure,
say.
Yeah.
Freddie
That's what they
Gibbs
say.
was up
Freddie
there. He
Gibbs,
rocked, yeah.
my brother.
Freddie Gibbs
Gibbs.
always rocks the mic.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator did it.
Always rocks.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always
Expected.
brings it. Always brings it. Always
Somebody
brings it.
said that, is he the new Buster? I didn't say that shit, but somebody said that.
Performance wise.
That's a good. What y'all think? Is he the new Buster? Like, is in terms of performance, is Tyler's performance on the level of Buster when Buster was Buster? Like, we
I
talk
mean,
about
in
You
his
talking about leaders? You talking about
presentation,
leaders?
colors.
You talking about leaders of the new school Buster?
No, I think we talking about when Buster was
Talking-
doing songs with Janet.
Talking solo Buster.
Pre-swole Buster.
Solo
What
Buster.
is called
Skinny
skinny
dreadlock.
dreadlock
Right.
Buster?
Hard
Pre-swole
Knock Life
Buster.
Tour Buster.
Yeah.
Stealing the show from Jay and Red and them Buster.
Oh,
That
out
Buster.
of nowhere.
That Buster.
Out of nowhere.
People were like, oh, wait.
Where Red and Meth thought they was about to do some shit.
And Buster came
Came
in
out
and
of
pulled his pants
nowhere.
down.
Right.
Wow.
Shout out to Buster pulling his pants down and performances with all men in front row.
But yeah, to answer that question, I don't know, man, because I don't. That's a tough call.
You know,
Because
Tyler kind of put me in the mind as far as his performance wise. He kind of put me in the mind of ODB a little bit too, though.
That's
Okay.
because of the way he
From
like
Old Dirt-
bounces
yeah,
around
from
with
Old
different
Dirty
shit.
Ba- Yeah, he
Yeah.
kind of remind me of Old
Yeah.
Dirty
That's a
Bastard.
good
Yeah, I
one.
can see
That's a
that.
good one.
Well,
see
it's a
that.
fun
I mean,
time,
that's still a mirror match to Buster.
Yeah,
It is.
that
It is.
is.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler is definitively a dope artist. It's just
Overall.
like the way he conceptualizes his albums, the way he conceptualizes his stage performance,
The song
obviously,
structures, everything.
song structure, everything. He puts a lot into it, and I appreciate his artistry. I do. So I think I would definitely put him at least in the category of falling into like that Busta Rhymes performance category, as far as like people who are
He's a top performer.
right? People who I want to pay, who I would pay to see. Tyler is on that
Right.
list.
Absolutely.
right, right.
Absolutely.
He's on
Definitely.
He's gonna
Make sure
deliver.
all the boxes are checked.
boxes checked.
Here we
Definitely.
are,
Here
checking
we go.
boxes.
Hip hop rules.
Again.
Or are they industry rules like 4080?
Who
Well,
knows,
I know
man.
they're shady.
Yeah,
I'ma
they
tell you-
definitely shady
A little
boxes.
crazy.
the labels are shady.
Cosmo, I'm gonna tell you another cat that's actually dope,
Who?
live performance wise. I saw him in Corday.
Corday.
I mess with Corday too.
Yeah,
I never seen
I've
him live.
never seen him
Yeah,
live, but I
I
like the
like
music. I
Corday's
like the
dope.
music.
He's dope.
So we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I like the music.
And I'm glad he got rid of that YBN and just call himself Corday. I don't know if it's,
Yeah, I don't.
I
Them
rock
letters
with
was
that.
throwing me off.
I
on
don't
a
know
lot
if
of
it's
shit.
because he going with homegirl. What's her name?
Yeah, I think he left that crew.
Yeah, now
That-
It was all YBN something.
yeah, now,
Yeah,
Naomi
Naomi.
Osaka. You know what I'm saying? That's probably
oh
why
yeah,
he
nah,
like you know.
that's
he
an
grew
upgrade.
up.
That's a
Well,
major.
hey, man.
Basically.
All
Yeah.
right, guys, I'm out.
That's a
Alright.
glow up right there.
All right.
Nah, because for real, everybody in that group was garbage, straight trash, except him. He was the only.
Wait a minute.
dope.
Who all was in YBN?
Yeah, I don't know.
YBN Amir, YBN was Corday until he left. And one of them was signed, one of them is actually
Corday
signed
and
up with
Beast.
one of them is actually signed up with
They like the
Rap-A-Lot
Saint
Records
Lunatics.
with Jay
Oh.
Prince.
Yeah.
And he got robbed in New York, and they beat his ass and took his chain. And
Okay.
Jay Prince just made one phone call,
And shut that shit down.
and a couple of hours, dude got his chain back.
Shout out to Jay Prince just on the strength of his legacy.
I know, right?
bad, fam.
Right.
My bad.
My bad, fam.
Shout out to Jay Prince.
Legendary.
Yeah,
Legendary.
love you, bro.
Want something to eat? I
Even
got
though
you, too.
the caveat is you saved Drake from that lyrical beatdown, but other than that, you flawless victory, bro. I love
Yeah,
you. Drake
true.
should have took that beating and should have had to handle it like any other man. But you know,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
hip hop.
about the beef between him and Pusha T.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
mean, I understand money was at stake. And
Money
people,
was at
you know,
stake, yeah.
but you know, nah, that's
Jay Prince
Politics
trying to
as
protect-
usual. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
trying
the
to
only
protect his
thing.
investment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I get it.
Yeah.
Money got to flow, and I ain't trying to stop nobody money. But
However,
we from Chicago.
Pusha T put in some work.
Yes, he did.
You know
yes,
what?
He did.
You know,
Stop him.
whenever Diddy and Hove listen
yeah.
to Jay Prince, you know,
Yeah,
dude
that-
got major pull. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
he get mad respect just on the strength of how he
No
moves.
disrespect.
Yeah, he moved,
to
yeah.
Jay
Yeah.
Prince.
How he
True that.
move. I love it.
And speaking,
And his son, Junior. I like Junior too.
Oh yeah.
I ain't met Junior.
And when he talks so calm.
That's what happens when you got real power.
Right.
Yeah,
He talks
What the
so.
fuck you need to get upset for?
You know what I'm
have
saying? He
to
talks
flex.
so calm and smooth and you know what I'm saying?
His word is his bond
Right.
easily, not just because of the money, but because he got people who will listen and do and execute any plan that he speak on.
It's
Yeah.
just leadership. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
that's
that's
it.
leadership. That's what
Especially-
that's what a leader
I'm
does.
not worried about nothing.
Exactly. I
If you
got
say
it.
yes, cool. If you say no,
Fuck
cool.
with me, you know
Either
I
way,
got it.
I'm winning.
Especially when you plug with Larry Hoover and all them cats
Right.
too. You,
Right.
Yeah, Chicago's on.
yeah. Yeah.
True that. True that. Well, speaking of things
Thanks
that
for
are,
coming, GQ.
yeah, thank you. For
Yes.
Man,
Thank
no
you for
doubt.
coming.
Man. Thanks for having me, man. I've been
Well-
wanting to come for the longest, man.
But y'all that don't know though,
Sure, man.
GQ, like on some Chicago history shit, get familiar if you don't know.
Yo,
like,
break down something, GQ.
Yes.
Tell him.
Let's go.
Tell him what you about, man. Who is GQ?
All
The
right.
teacher.
Who
The
is
teacher.
GQ the teacher?
The teacher.
and why?
Uh,
the teacher.
My name's GQ, first of all. I came to Chicago now. Originally, I'm from Belize in New York.
Shout out to all the Belizean heathens
Yeah,
out there.
yeah. I came to Chicago in '92,
Spice that.
and when I first came to Chicago, the first three people I met was my man Duro from Who Got Big Lips,
Oh, word. Yeah. Shout
um,
out to Duro.
Mike Shane, rest in peace,
Rest in peace.
my brother. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of introduced me. And Cassius D from Zulu Nation.
Oh,
course,
shout out to
Cassius.
Cassius,
Shout out
dude.
Cassius.
Yes, sir.
And you know they like basically introduced me to the whole Chicago hip hop scene, man. If it wasn't for Cassius, Mike Shane, or Duro, I wouldn't have known about Juice or Akbar or Spillane C Bunch or my brother B-Vax here and
Word,
Endangered
word.
Species or Iomans Mirage
Shout out
or
to IO.
Shout out to Akbar.
you know,
Peace to the God.
Shout out to
Moldman,
everybody. Shout out to
Necrobats, Vakil.
Vacuum. Poison.
Y'all know my man Freddie Rodriguez.
Yes.
I know Freddie Rodriguez.
Yeah, actor Freddie Rodriguez. You know what I'm saying? You know, we known him when he used to be with Children of Reality.
Oh.
You know what I'm
Going
saying?
back.
If it wasn't for Cassius and Duro, I wouldn't know who Wood Harris was.
Shout out to Will Harris. We
Yeah,
gotta get
shout
you on
out,
the
shout
Fly
out.
Nerd group,
You know,
man.
Come through.
Lucky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, so after that, man, I got, connected, you know what I'm saying? I started doing my thing. I saw these cats on a CTA train doing their thing, and I was like, damn. If
Yeah,
they
that
could
ain't
do it,
fly.
man, I could do it, man. So I started rapping on the train, and I've been doing it for some years. I'm talking about years, and
Y'all know him.
two of the people that motivate me as far as rapping on the train or just performing on the train, one of them I'm not a big fan of, R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll leave
You
it
know.
at
I
that.
never knew he did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew he
Yeah,
did that.
He was in the station.
Yeah, he used to sing on the train
wow.
station.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
He used
wow.
to be in the station.
Yeah, he used to sing.
Yeah, him
Wow.
and Public.
Right.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah,
Him
he
and
would have,
Tyson Beckford.
he would have glasses
Wow.
on like he was blind doing
Yeah.
Stevie joints.
Yes,
Get
yes, he
out.
would.
Yeah.
Is
he
his brother
would.
blind or?
What is?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other person is one time, I was on a train doing my thing on the train, and it just so happened this guy was on the train and he was telling jokes, comedy, and he was just roasting motherfuckers on the train, and it was making money. So
Ah,
I
yeah.
was like, damn, if this dude, man, you know what I'm talking about, he got the crowd into his jokes and he making money. I'm like, okay, cool. So one time I just happened to walk up on dude, was like, man, yo, you kind of inspired me, man, as far as, I be singing on the train too. I'm like, man, what's your name? He's like, oh, man, my name Bernie Mac.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, he was on that.
Yeah, Bernie Mac, rest in peace. I used to see
Indeed.
Bernie
Oh,
Mac on the
wow.
Green Line telling his joke.
That's
Well,
dope.
actually, I used to see Bernie at 3 spots. On the train, and these two clubs back in the day called All Jokes Aside
Yeah.
and Cotton Club.
Yeah.
Them were the three.
Cotton Club.
Them were the three main spots. You know what I'm saying? That I used to see Bernie at, man. But
Word.
them were the cats that actually inspired me. You know, to rap on a train, and I was rapping on the train for a while, but then I kind of took a hiatus off the train for a while, and that's when my brother, my man Mike Shane from Flypaper, he hired me. Well, actually, he introduced me to my other brother, rest in peace, Pink House.
Word.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying?
Legendary.
You know,
Pink
and Pink House and Mike,
Support.
Pink House and Mike Shane, they hired me into 106 Jams radio station. I was doing street promotions for them with my man Big Shoes. So a lot of cats be looking at me sometimes. I know y'all, they be seeing me post all these pictures with all these different cats like, wait, how the fuck you know a Pete Rock or a Premier or a Law Professor? How you know what happened? I know a lot of these cats because they used to come through the radio station.
Okay.
You know
That's
what I'm
it,
saying?
that's it
So
right
that's
there.
how I know a lot of these cats. And I build a relationship with like Premier. I've been knowing Premier for 25 years now.
That's
Word.
dope.
You know what I'm saying? And they used to come through the radio station, and I also used to work at Dr. Wax record store with my brother Dwayne.
Absolutely.
Dwayne Powell and Charles. So
Shout out to Dwayne. Powell.
Shout out Dwayne.
yeah, so
Of course.
between them coming at the radio station and the record store, that's how I got to meet a lot of these cats. So
what's up.
that's basically my history. And
That's what's up, man.
What is it? It's the three people in Chicago you should know, right? If you out and about, it's him, it's State Street Preacher, and it's Thigga Majig.
Shark.
Sharkula. Thingamajig.
Legacy
Sharkness.
continues.
Yeah, man.
His
Tiggamajig,
sharpness.
man. You know who a big fan of Tiggamajig? Actually, they got a song. They got a couple of songs together. Cool Keith.
Cool Keith Love.
Keith Love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a perfect match.
Yeah, it really
Yeah,
is.
every
It
time he
really
comes to
is.
town, Thig is
Yeah, I
on
think
stage
he
with him.
understands.
Makes sense.
Oh, it's like I am
Yeah.
Groot.
I speak
Yeah,
that
yeah,
language.
yeah.
Oh,
They speak
Okay,
each other's
yeah.
language, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man.
okay.
For real, for real.
Come on, you hungry? Ah, come on.
Come on, you hungry? Let's buy this car. Like what?
Yeah.
Right,
Cool Keith
okay.
be like, Doodle Galaxy. And he's like, yeah.
Like thermonuclear tissue.
Right. Welcome to Weapons World.
Dude,
Apart,
Cool Keith, I saw him downtown in Macy's one day. My man was wrapping himself up in scarves. What the fuck? Yeah. Like he had various scarves. that he
Mental
was-
health is
but
real.
you know what? He's the one that
Wow.
He's the one that originated all them using them big ass words though.
Oh hell yeah! With
Metaphysical.
magnetic.
Metaphysical, centrifugal,
That man
mathematical,
said that he going
peripheral,
nuts.
intellectual, galaxy, mathematical. You know what I'm saying?
He did help
Yeah.
kick off the lyrical miracle.
He
spirit.
kicked off,
Yeah, he did.
he kicked that off, and he kicked off
Pips.
the offbeat on-beat flows that
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
rhyme.
But also though, you know, he also gave artists the bravery to do concept projects because if not for all his various personalities from
goodness,
Black
there would be no
Elvis
MF
to
Doom.
there'd be no MF Doom, there'd be no ODB.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No
I
Bobby
mean,
Digital.
Right, no Bobby. I
Right,
mean,
right,
like
right.
like we all know that Biz Markie kind of kicked it off, and then, but Cool Keith elevated it
Took
to
it
like
to a
this,
whole
Oh wow.
to another artist
Because he
level.
really has split personalities. I
Yeah,
think.
cause like he would, you know, Cool Keith just like he wake up one day, I'm Black Elvis. Like, this who I
know,
am
he
today.
walking down the street
You
like
know
that
who
with that
else
wig
had
on.
that type of condition?
Who?
Batien from Slum Village.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rest in
You
peace.
heard all those different styles he would spit?
Yeah.
Those was like different personalities. and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And that shit was speaking through the music for real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it was
man,
so
but,
dope.
Yeah. No, I
Apart
mean,
from that,
Dilla made that shit sound
That
cold.
shit. Variants.
apart from that though, man.
All these
apart from me
canes.
doing the trains, I did a couple of tours, man, and most of the tours that I did was with my brother B-Vax right here. You know what I'm saying? And
B-Backs ain't been nowhere.
yeah, oh man, we've been to where Cleveland, Austin, Texas, Cincinnati,
Oh, wow.
St. Louis, and one of my favorite moments on tour with B-Vax and my man SP1 was we did a show with you know I got to bring this up because you was there.
Uh-oh.
We did a tour with Cool Herc, bruh.
Oh.
Okay.
And dude, at this day, I'm still amazed, dude. We had just did a show that night, and in the morning we had got out of a hotel, and it was me, SP, B, Vax, Ryan Officer, and all of us. And then we see Cool Herc. He just walked out the hotel. My man had a blunt in his mouth, and I bullshit you not. This dude went on the ground on concrete with both of his knuckles and did 100 push-ups nonstop.
Real talk.
We're blending.
Wow.
And
In front of-
he had to be 50 then.
Yeah, when he did that, and I'm looking at
Respectfully.
SP and him like, dude, I'm in my
When
30s,
he got
20s.
done, he was like, "All right, who next?"
I'm like, I can't. Right. I'm like, I
Not
can't
me,
even
sir.
do. I
Right.
can't even do no push-ups on my knuckles 100
out.
times.
Especially barely on the concrete.
And on concrete, and I don't
messing with them
smoke.
motherfuckers.
This
Right,
dude
right,
had a
right.
blunt in his mouth,
Oh,
smoking
while
it,
he was doing the
doing it. I'm like, dude,
Hey, that's real.
Wow.
Long
Wow.
live the king.
that was one of my
He's still
favorite
young.
moments.
Salute.
Yeah. for real.
Yeah, salute, Cool Herc.
Another one of my favorite moments was the one we did in Austin, Texas, with J. Rue the Damager and Law Professor.
J-Ra.
Shout out
Yeah,
to J. Rule.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
you mentioned somebody in your. You said Ryan Officer. Shout out Ryan Officer.
No
No,
doubt.
that's my
No
brother,
doubt.
man. That's
That's
my
my
brother.
bro.
One of Indiana's finest.
Oh yeah.
But,
Indeed.
Yeah, you know, J. Rule, I'm going to tell you all a story about J. Rule, man. I love J. Rule.
Uh-oh.
But, and B-Vac could vouch for me on this because we've been knowing him for years. You know what I'm saying? J. Rule used to be a straight-up dickhead, man.
Used to be?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, he calmed down. You know, I take it since he got older
Did
now.
he calm down? Okay.
Yeah.
So he went from a
Because-
grumpy old man to just a normal old man.
Because, long story short, I ended up leaving that tour because I couldn't take J. Rue the Damage anymore.
Damn.
I was like, love your albums.
Dude,
I gotta go.
Damn.
Damn, for real?
Yeah,
Drama.
I'ma tell you- look
he was
here.
bugging me out.
I'm going to tell you something that crept. I don't know if you remember this, B-Vax. Me and Juice, my boy Juice, did a show at the Metro. We opened up for The Roots and J. Rue the Damager. J. Rue the Damager was the first opening act. You know, a lot of cats really, they was feeling J. Rue, but they wasn't really feeling dude like that. They came to see The Roots, you know what I'm saying?
Right, that was a
So
big crowd.
J. Rue
I
was
think I was
like,
at that
I
show.
think J. Rue,
Sound familiar.
I think J. Rue got kind of upset. He like, man, Chicago, what happened? Y'all ain't hip hop? Wait, y'all ain't hip hop? He like, man, fuck y'all then.
See.
And as soon as he said that, you saw the beer bottle just came,
Ah.
Wow.
flew past his head.
We
Did he,
don't
did,
play
it,
that
did, he do,
shit.
it, do he do his little
We
kung
don't
fu?
play.
Dude, is it? Nah, I'm gonna tell you something
I
about that
feel
too.
help.
It's crazy that me and
I
Juice,
feel help. Ignorance.
me and Juice,
Defend me.
it's crazy. Me and Juice got way more better response than J. Rue did.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got way more better response. But nah, dude, J. Rue, like I said, I like the dude. He cool. He kind of calmed down when he got older because he was a straight dick, man. My boy, Ronadev Jello from 247HH. Him and Jay Bird.
Shout out to Jello.
Yeah, him, Jello, and Jay Bird. They did an interview on him at
Shout out to
WNUR radio station,
Yeah,
Word.
and he was on some straight dick hit.
Hey,
I'm like, damn,
shout,
dude.
shout out to the dickhead
He
J. Rue.
cursed out SP1
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we got to St. Louis and he's like, this hotel
Wow.
sucks. You dirty mother. Man, I should kick your lip. I was
Man,
just
me and
like,
Ant
All that
Said,
positivity he be rapping.
like
and
it's
then
a
he treat
van
people
full
like
of
that.
Chicago dudes and
Hey.
you just like going in on them.
Wow.
Hey,
he
yo,
got his ass whooped
Yo.
in San Francisco.
Hey,
Hey,
He got his ass whooped in San Francisco with all that martial art talk. You know who had to save his ass?
Afu Ra.
Afu Ra.
Of course.
Life force.
Body of the life force for real.
Influential. I would say it to
so let me get this straight then. They like the Green Hornet and Kato.
Except
They
Kato.
like
yeah.
the Green Hornet and Kato. Green
So you-
Hornet,
basically.
Green,
But I've heard that.
Green Hornet get in over his head. And Kato come save his ass.
Kato,
That's
help!
exactly right.
He said activate Afu Ra.
Hey, the difference is the Green Hornet already knew going in that Kato was swooping in.
Yeah, that's why he
I'm
always
sure he
doing
right,
knew.
shit.
right. He
'Cause
always
it's
doing like I don't got no
I
worries.
ain't got no worries. I got Bruce Lee. Watch
Right.
this.
Right.
Oh, my God.
Speed down. I got him on speed down, cuz.
I was like, so you don't really World War II cities or?
Oh.
No, Afu Ra made
wanna win
through
through
cities.
I
J. Rue
fuck
can't.
with Afu, yeah. I think
J.
Afu
Rue
can.
can't.
Wow.
Wow.
If you remember that,
And now he's on Instagram like every day giving out helpful life hacks.
Yeah, I see
he
that too.
Yeah.
dude, he changed. He's not, it's
That's
like,
good. That's good.
it's like, you know what? I'm gonna give you another prime example. Two brothers, saying that I actually know. One of them I've been knowing for 20 plus years. Old friend Common, and
Sure,
Fat
I
Joe.
see.
We did
Joey.
promos for we did promos for Fat Joe when he used to be with Relativity Records.
Oh, nice.
And
Yes.
the Common, I could tell you how Common and Fat Joe used to be before they,
Before it come close.
Oh, I remember.
yeah,
Rashid
before they
back
turned into the American darlings
remember
they
Rashid.
are. You know,
Oh,
we,
wow.
yeah, we remember him when
when he was
you
a
know,
drunkard.
a
Before
drunkard,
the-
a gangbanger
Wow.
Yo.
with
Yeah.
four corner Always
For
get
that
into
ounce carrying.
yeah, pistol, carrying pistol on him.
Get out of here.
Yeah, always get
Common
into
was a
fight.
tough guy.
Yeah, he
yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Common
He's
was a tough
He
guy.
was real. He was real.
Yeah,
Hey,
It was real.
I remember this dude. I don't know what the beef was between him and Scoob from DOS Effects. I was there that night when the shit happened.
Oh yes. Oh,
Nah,
I can tell you about
that was
that.
from I Used to Love Her because he said
Yeah,
I see
because they
niggas
said
slamming
that.
her
They
and
said
taking
that
her
he
to the
was-
sewer.
So I'm
Yeah.
looking at him and Common. They actually they talking
Hey,
to
they
each other.
took all that shit personal. Common came through
Common
and
bust on him. Common punch him in his face, and I'm like, yeah. Common stole on him. I'm like,
There's so
and I'm
much
here talking. I'm talking to his boy Derek. You remember Common? You remember Derek Dudley?
Yes,
Short,
I
light
do.
skinned dude.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah.
still manage him. I'm
Yeah.
chopping it up with him, and all I heard was, "Pack." He fired on him.
That's
Same with
dope.
Fat Joe, dude. I remember when
Oh.
Fat Joe came up at Double Door, Jesse Della Penny, and he had like damn near 30 goons with him, man. And I'm talking about
Yeah.
this dude they come up in there with, I'm talking about army fatigues,
Yeah.
bangers on them. Yeah,
Not-
they
not
came
everybody
deep,
can be
man.
like You know, like when Cameron used to come here, and he come in solo. Like he'll walk into any club by himself.
That's true.
Wow.
You know, Cam used to come in.
Oh,
chilling.
Yo, him
He
and
was
Jim
low
Jones
key.
love the West Side.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
love the
yeah.
That's
Cameron and
fitting.
Jim Jones love the West Side.
Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, just by himself. Just
Want me
chilling.
to tell you who else? Yeah.
Yup.
Want me to tell you who else like that too? I'm talking about he don't need no security, no bodyguard, and go any part of this country by himself.
Cool.
Freddie Fox, Bumpy Knuckles.
Oh well, no.
Come on.
Nah.
Okay, first of
Nah.
all, if you see The Rock walk in with these fucking big ass knuckles, wearing sleeveless shirts with muscles flexing and shit, looking like he just left
Yeah,
jail.
who running up on that? Hey, give me your money.
Right, I'm gonna run up right. I'm saying.
Hey,
man.
What you gonna do?
Dude, have you seen his hands?
Like this fucking
have you
huge.
seen? Have you seen his hands?
His arm is the size of all of our heads together.
Basically.
It looked like he punched bricks just
Just
know.
to
Freddie
Ooh.
wants you to run up on him.
Yeah, he
Right.
he
Bag.
He's like, please run up
Right.
on me.
dude.
No.
He looks for the
No.
When I
opportunity.
first
I
met this
have common
dude,
sense.
remember Rude One? I think Rude One brought him to Chicago. And the first time I met him, I thought he was actually one of the bouncers or the security at the door. So I'm like,
Oh,
I'm getting ready to show my ID to dude. He's like, I don't work here. And he took his hoodie off. I'm like,
No, money, I don't work here.
oh, shit.
like Joe Fix It.
Right.
I'm like,
Joe
I'm
Fix
like,
It in the place. Like, oh shit.
Hey, if they do Joe Fix It, yeah, that would be dope.
Bumpy Nux as
Bumpy
Joe
Nuts
Fix It.
as Joe Fix It.
Yo.
he'll be the perfect
And
person.
Yo,
Man,
He'll be
that
the
would be
perfect
dope.
person for that. Yep.
Mr. TC, he's Freddie Fox. Like, oh shit, goes the other way.
right. That's real.
I'm like, who
sure.
gonna run up on a nigga that weighed 280 pounds and could
Wet.
box?
Of muscles and knuckles.
And could box.
And speaking of crazy mofos who can fight, let's talk about Venom.
Let's do it.
So yeah, the new Venom trailer dropped today. The new Venom trailer. So we.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
ain't
the
seen
new
it?
Venom trailer dropped today.
Okay, so this trailer is good because that other trailer.
Oh no
that was-
no! Stop
I
it! Stop the
enjoyed it.
presses!
Oh, here we go.
Stop the presses, motherfuckers! No! Stop!
Now you ain't gonna catch me in this
No,
shot.
I'm catching you in shots.
Yeah, you about to get some of this.
That's why I
friendly
brought
fire.
Megatron. That's why I brought Megatron.
Get some of this
I'm
friendly
a
fire,
metaphorical dude.
Type it in for me.
Nah, brothers.
Let's go. Here.
Same movie.
I didn't diss
This
the movie
is
last
not.
week.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Me? Both of y'all.
Hey,
When that first trailer
I
came
openly
out,
admit that shit.
and y'all both
The first
said
trailer,
y'all
yeah.
wasn't feeling it. Oh, Venom cooking eggs
Right.
and shit, cracking jokes.
That shit
and
was
shit.
corny.
I didn't want
Yo,
that shit.
I ain't gonna
want
lie.
that shit.
I wasn't feeling when I seen
So,
it. I was like,
exactly.
what the-
Thank you.
What is
Thank you.
this?
Same
But that's the point of
movie.
Right,
trailers.
and then, and,
That's the
and
point
same,
of trailers.
And, the
Same
same, and what did,
energy,
and what did I
same
say?
movie.
And right, and what did I say? I said Venom look. I said Carnage looks good. I said Carnage looks good. I said it looks more interesting. But I said I hate him biting Venom to get the symbiote.
did say that.
I think that
Okay,
was lazy.
so that's interesting because
That's lazy,
But
right?
But
had to
they
meet-
haven't
they
done
had
origins
to-
properly anyway.
But okay,
But
there's
that's
one.
but that's an
They
origin.
had to transfer blood because if you could tell this symbiote comes out, it's more of internal.
It's in them.
than,
Yeah.
external.
So it's
with
interesting.
Venom.
We don't
Yeah,
really
but
understand how they
they-
connected.
But
Yeah.
they
It's like
still
more
could-
blood. So
it's-
they had to transfer blood.
It still could have been. It still could have been
And
the
it's a
sliver of the
parasite.
suit that came off.
Right.
It still could
Venom
have been the
And,
sliver.
Don't
and,
drink.
and Venom does
The
feed
symbiote
off
is
of
a
his host, so there
parasite.
can be that element maybe if you want to get scientific.
because the symbiote reproduces asexually. It just
Okay.
leaves
It
parts
should,
of
yeah.
itself
Yeah.
behind. So
Residue, yeah.
so-
especially when Spider-Man fighting him.
So instead of him like doing the whole "I'm gonna bite you" and get your power, it could just be like, yo, this thing was left behind,
That's a red one.
and it found him.
But
Exactly.
I still like the fact he said I taste blood before, but this is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
That
like
was-
how
that
they
was-
they
I
put
mean,
it
it's
in.
for dialogue.
I don't mind origin changes because everybody's doing it. DC, Marvel, every comic book is kind of
Venom 1 wasn't origin.
No, that was
like,
terrible.
super
Yeah,
hard.
that was a
Yeah.
horrible origin story.
It was not
So
interesting.
I
And
can't
even-
go and say, all right, now you better do this one.
But that is
No, I
a
just
third
kinda-
party.
I just kind of felt that this one was kind of easy to do. It was
It's
a
Hollywood.
you know, I felt it was
they're
kinda easy to
trying.
do.
They're trying.
They're trying.
Well, I do like it
didn't
better than
hate
the fact-
it wasn't like Green Lantern awful.
Well, yeah, that's a fact.
there's very little that's.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
Venom 1 off.
That's like upper
No,
echelon
I'm talking.
bad.
I am talking about Venom 1, but
Oh,
I
Venom
mean,
1,
The
okay.
trailer, yeah, the trailer for 2, I think is more.
This is a better
promising.
trailer. This is a better
Yeah,
trailer
it
than the
is.
first one.
And the fact that he's being abusive to he's making him do all. Venom is fighting him.
Venom is more aggressive.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
not supposed to be passive begging. Can I eat them, please?
Right,
Like
no.
what? No, he's telling you this is what I'm gonna do, and you coming along.
Do you think those are reshoots?
Wow.
But see,
Yes,
that's
I
also
do.
that's also
I
not
do
how the
too.
This shit is phenomenal.
That's
I-
not how
I-
the
I-
character
Because they
is.
don't match.
And that's why I brought all this up because I think those were actual reshoots.
Because they listen to me,
Because it was
motherfucker.
Maybe that's
And
what
be
I'm saying.
Rick told
There's
him.
one.
This shit is dope.
Who is this guy?
It's dope.
This guy hurt his
This
ankle.
is-
This guy hurt his ankle and became somebody else.
And be Rick. And be Rick.
Ambi.
Andy Warhol is not feeling
right.
it, so
And be Rick, motherfucker.
we
What a
gotta change
dub
this
dub.
shit. We got to change this shit right here,
Dub-dub.
man.
No, you gotta say it's rubber dub 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 according to him.
But I'm Ambi Rick.
No, that's what you just did was rubber dub dub dub.
I can change it if I want to.
See, he's lost his mind.
Yeah. So.
But
Venom.
seriously, like, though, I think they listen to us. And when I say us, I don't necessarily mean Fly Nerd Group or me personally, even though I know it fucking is. But they listening to us, and then they go back and do reshoots because that shit came out, and it was all this sweet shit. And then all of a sudden, now we getting him being like beating his ass.
Yeah.
And it's like you went from making this nigga breakfast, begging, please, can we eat such and such?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
you saying I'm gonna do what the fuck I want,
Right,
and
right.
you
And
gonna
you
do what I
weak and
say.
you a chump. He
You a
shitted
chump.
him out. You see how he shitted him
Yeah,
out?
he was like, get the fuck out of here.
I do think that that's true because even like with how they redesigned, I know this is not recent, but how they redesigned Sonic because the fans trolled
yeah.
them.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were like,
That's true.
He
That
did
was
look
trash
awful.
too.
He
Why
did
would
look
you make him
awful.
look realistic?
You're right, exactly.
for
He did
what?
look
Wait, we don't know
terrible.
about
Sonic.
Like,
The Sonic
Hey,
the
that
Hedgehog.
Sonic looked like he was sick. Like he.
He did.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it
wanted
was
to pull out
awful.
the-
Hey,
Nuts.
the problem,
Roscoe.
Sonic,
Put him to sleep.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Sonic
Don't
looked
you
like
run away from me.
Sonic looked like a
Max.
rat.
He did
His little
look like
beady
a
little
rat,
eyes.
right? The little bitty eyes.
And that shit is traumatizing to most
Maxie,
people in
you didn't like it?
Chicago and New York.
No, I liked the
No
movie.
doubt.
I'm saying the original
The
design
way he was supposed
for
to look?
Sonic, like the way he was supposed to look. Did you ever see the first designs?
No, it was
bad.
terrible.
He
It was
looked, He
bad.
looked awful.
It was a
Let
realistic
me
fucking
look.
hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Which
looked
was a rat.
realistic.
Hey, bring that.
So this one was actually way more better than the first design.
Yeah, the way they
Yeah.
originally designed him,
Yeah.
they decided to finally make him look like the video game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Which worked.
Yeah, I love the movie,
And-
and I think Jim Carrey played.
and
Jim
that's,
Carrey
oh,
played
Oh,
a
he did.
damn.
He was
Oh, he
fabulous.
was-
he was
did.
phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
And Jim Carrey wants to do another one. You know, that
Good,
he wants to
because
he wants to be
finally
him
something
again.
he wants to repeat.
So
For real?
yeah, he wants to be him again. Like
Yeah,
he
there is
likes
a sequel
He
coming.
should do it.
And
Yeah,
Tails
he
is
did a damn good
involved
job
and all
on
that.
That was how the first picture was how they originally wanted him to look with the tiny eyes.
Nah.
Yeah,
Don't
it
he
looked
look like
Yeah,
he's
that shit
sick?
was whack.
Don't he
He
look
looks
like he got
sick.
little
Yeah, that
he
was
got
whack.
bit by
Yeah, he
something?
looked
Dude, he-
crazy.
Y'all know what it looked like. If you go check on
look rabbit.
YouTube or IP
he
or
looked
Google
like
or
something
some
you
shit.
win at a side carnival in
Yes.
the middle of nowhere.
It looked like what you
Right.
buy in the, no disrespect to anybody, but in this Mexican store, the Mexican Spider-Man
Yeah.
that be called Batman.
Oh.
You never seen them? The action figures,
I have never seen
I've
that.
never
been?
seen those.
I have never seen that.
the fake action figures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Hey,
like the
shout out to
knockoff
PK Peter Kincaid.
Oh, dude, he posts those up
Because he
all
go
the time.
on a blast when around Christmas.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
put- man, that should be so hilarious.
Yeah,
Or when you buy them Jerdans.
Not
Jordans.
Jordans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
bought those
Jordans.
Jordans.
Yeah, Mike Bangles be posting those up too. Shazam Bangles.
Yeah.
That dude is hey,
real.
that's my boy, man. Shazam, I fuck with Shazam. That's my
I
dude.
love him.
He dude is silly as hell.
So is Venom 2 rated R?
No.
No.
Come on,
man, judging from from what I saw on that
Nope.
trailer, it should be rated R.
Nope.
bro.
The only rated R villain that we
Nope.
probably gonna ever get is gonna be Deadpool. And that may
Deadpool.
not be R no more either, because they said they don't have to do it R.
But this look pretty
Wow.
dark though.
I mean, it can be
Really?
dark. I mean, the Crow is dark.
True.
So I
That
mean,
was
you
But
can
see,
do
dark means
That was
something different now.
PG-13?
you can do dark. You can do
No, the
dark.
Crow was R.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah,
no,
the
no,
sex
no.
scene,
The
real
Crow.
violent.
The sex
No,
scene.
yeah.
What
yeah.
you talking about?
Oh,
yeah,
The one with
yeah.
Bruce Lee's son, Brandon
Yeah,
Lee.
Brandon
Yeah,
Lee.
Brandon Lee.
Yeah, the Crow. Had Brandon lived, it probably would have been darker.
Right,
actually.
right, right.
Yeah, because they
Facts.
just kind of shot
Hey
around.
man, you know the rumor on that movie with the Crow and Brandon Lee. You know Steven Seagal.
Don't get me.
Yeah, you heard,
No.
you heard
Yes,
about that
yes,
too.
Don't
yeah.
do it. Don't.
What?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to
Okay,
hear.
I'm
never heard
tell
it.
you. Steven Seagal is not a fan of Bruce Lee
At all.
or Brandon Lee.
because he
And
didn't
it
want to
was
get his
rum-
ass whooped.
And
Right.
it was rumored
That Japanese art.
Slow
Do it,
motion.
do it, Kaz. Do it, Kaz. Do it.
Show them how it's really
I'll
done.
flip you.
I'll break your arm.
Run into me, I'll flip you.
No J.
and it
Rue.
was rumored
No J. Rue Afura.
Come at me in a stabbing motion.
Steven Seagal
Hiya.
No, not
Steven
like
Seagal
that.
was on the set of that movie, The Crow,
Coincidentally on that
when
day.
that incident happened with Brandon Lee and he got shot up by,
Supposedly a fake bullet.
it was
Right.
But there was shrapnel that was
forgot-
stuck in the
yeah.
gun.
it was real bullets that actually
They
killed him.
killed
But
that brother.
Steven Seagal was on that set when that incident happened.
So what you trying to say?
A lot of people have said it.
Motherfucker,
Steven Seagal was
I wouldn't be surprised he
Hard
probably
to
had
kill.
something to do with that shit, man.
There's a
Nah,
lot.
that's-
he's out for justice.
That's
Out for justice,
There's
hard to
a
kill.
lot
man,
to
that dude is
that.
out for a
Always
sandwich.
There's
three
a lot to
words.
that.
He badmouth.
Always 3 words.
Look here. He badmouth. I'm not a fan of Chuck Norris. Fuck him as far as his politics,
that's
but
right.
he badmouth Chuck Norris and he badmouth Michael J. White.
Wow.
Yeah, he did
So
bad on
he's
Chuck
just
as
a
well.
hater.
And I'm with you.
Of
I'm not a
Chuck
fan of Chuck's
genre.
politics.
Hey, fuck that.
Like-
Chuck Norris'
But-
shadow was afraid of Chuck Norris.
But in the 70s, Chuck was
Chuck would
the fucking
whoop the
man.
shit. Chuck would beat the
was
shit
beating
out of
his
Steven
asses.
Seagal.
Oh, for real, for real.
That's why Bruce
Yeah.
Lee picked him to put him
From
in the
the
movie.
bar
He was
to
like,
the
this
ring.
white boy is
For real.
bad.
Yeah, Chuck.
From the
Chuck,
bar to the
Chuck
ring.
Norris is Bruce Lee certified. Chuck,
Yeah, exactly.
Bruce knew
Exactly.
Chuck could fight.
Bruce was like, yeah. Because Bruce
Yeah.
can mess with no
all right,
soldiers.
all right, chill. So once upon a time in Hollywood,
That's some bullshit.
Don't get me started.
Yes.
That was some white people
scene.
shit.
and some people brought this up. How many fights Bruce Lee been in?
A lot.
Public or you mean private?
Both.
A lot.
A lot.
He's been in a lot of matches.
For
And
real,
then
like
he
for
been in-
real, for real.
and
And
he's
that's
been
the
in
reason
some back
why.
alley
And
shit,
that's the
too.
reason why I can't stand Quentin Tarantino because I
All
already,
right,
I see where you're going. I already see
He's
where you're
been in
There's a
going.
conversation
Man, fuck
about
it.
that.
Well,
you know
is
what?
it-
Shannon Lee snapped
Okay, but
on him.
is
Shannon Lee went off on him. You know what I'm
It-
saying?
Quentin Tarantino didn't write the book though. The book, that story, that
Oh,
movie's
it's
from a
based on
book.
Yeah, he
just directed
scripted
the
it.
movie. So
Okay.
so that was in the book.
Okay.
So
Oh, I
it's
didn't
so
know it
so
was
the
based on
author,
a book.
yeah,
Me either.
so the author of
Yeah.
that book wrote that into his book. Quentin Tarantino was just hired to direct it.
Yeah, back then they thought anybody doing martial arts in a movie was fake. Because
So-
they didn't know what the fuck martial arts was. They were still looking at, what's his name? Rock Marciano.
Right.
Not the rapper.
So
No,
So,
not
yeah,
that
I-
one.
Right, the boxer. Rocky.
Man, look here.
He was a
I'm
bad
gonna-
motherfucker.
I'm
That's
gonna
a time
put y'all.
machine.
I'm gonna put y'all in on some more history from here in Chicago and Bruce Lee as well too.
If you say Count Dante out,
What,
kill you.
Bruce
Oh,
Lee was out
speaking of
there?
that motherfucker, let's go.
You already see? He already. All right,
Let's
okay.
go.
It was a martial art like
A fucking Doctor
Exhibition.
Strange motherfucker.
it was an exhibition at McCormick Place.
You know what I'm talking about?
It was an exhibition at McCormick Place, and Bruce Lee was there doing his demonstration and stuff like that. And this white boy, arrogant, cocky
like
Italian
Dr.
white boy
Strange.
named
Count-
Count Dante.
Count Dante.
Con Dante.
He he didn't even introduce himself to Bruce Lee like, hey, I want to challenge you. He just ran up on Bruce Lee and started swinging on him.
Backstory, he went
And
around
Bruce
Chicago
Lee-
challenging everybody anyway.
He like,
Yeah.
show enough.
And
Yeah,
shut
on
his
some
ass
show
with
enough.
Bruce
Bruce
Lee.
Lee got
enough.
his, Bruce Lee whooped
And
his
he-
ass in like 3
He
seconds.
had advertisements. in
Show
the
enough
back of
is from here,
magazines.
right?
Huh?
Show enough is from
You mean the
Chicago.
actor?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
the actor,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
the actor from Chicago.
Well,
But
that's
people-
probably based on Count Dante, to be honest.
And I'm gonna tell you
That's-
something. I'm gonna tell you
that
something
sounds
crazy.
accurate.
All right, it's this movie. It's this master named Master Mitsuyama. This guy was notorious. He killed a bull with his bare hand. I'm talking about he
Yeah.
grabbed the bull and broke the bull
Broke the horn.
broke his mom with his
Get the
hands.
fuck out of
Dang,
here.
yeah.
No, he actually no, for real.
Real shit.
No,
Witnesses. There are witnesses.
Cosmo, guess who his two
And
students
the
are?
Monair came from the sky and he got it and he swung it around.
No, Cosmo.
Now you're hamburger.
Cosmo, guess who his two students are?
And now he got hamburger.
Guess who his two students are? Sonny Chiba and Michael Jai White.
Interesting.
But
This is
anyway,
so much
Count Dante.
lore.
Yeah, Count
Yeah.
Dante.
Hey, that martial arts history go deep.
Count Dante
Yes.
tried to call himself, tried to do the same thing. He went and got a bull and had the bull downtown and tried to kill the bull. and Mayor
Hold
Daley
on.
fought
Downtown.
downtown Chicago, bro. In the
This is
loop.
in the news.
You hear that, Southside Cowboy?
And people
You
say-
got some work to do.
Right,
You need
right.
to battle a
Daily-
bull.
Mayor Daley,
was
not the
real.
son,
He
the
tried
The
to-
real
father.
Daily, yeah.
He told police, like, man, stop this dude from doing that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That is insane. You can't
Now-
just put a bull in the street.
Now, how he,
right.
now I don't know if he's still alive, but one of Count Dante classmate was Grandmaster Wasala Jacob Muhammad. And for those who don't know who
Wait a minute,
Grandmaster
what?
yeah,
That part I didn't know.
yeah. For those who don't know who Grandmaster Wasala Jacob Muhammad is, his son is Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Count Dante was in
Which
magazine
is
fame.
You know
why
what I'm saying?
Royce is always with the you and your karate shit.
All right,
Which
so he
is
brought it
real.
up. He said, all right,
Yeah.
let's
You know what I'm
go
saying?
talk about Roy.
Right, segue.
I was
just waiting.
Segue. Yeah, right.
I was just
Yeah,
waiting.
Grandmaster Wasala Jacob Muhammad, him and Count Dante actually trained together.
That's fucked up.
And what happened was, it was one time Count Dante
Didn't they try
and
to do a
his
movie
class,
with this nigga?
no, him and his students got into it with this other martial arts school called the Green Dragon Society.
Yes.
And
Still around, by the way.
familiar. I'm familiar.
Green
Why is
Dragon
this not
Society is still
documented?
around.
So
Yeah.
much
It is
I'm familiar with the
documented.
Green Dragon Society.
and
Yeah,
they
they
went
still
in this
around.
building.
What year was this?
This was, I
70.
wasn't even born, bro. I was born in
60s,
72.
70
So,
something.
60,
Yeah.
That's the
70.
Green,
saying.
the
It was
Green
after Bruce
Dragon?
Lee died, so it was like 75, 76.
Green
Yeah.
Dragon sound
Wow.
warrior.
They still around.
This is
they
so
still here.
much
Yeah.
lore.
Yeah.
but
Hey,
they had
record. Hey,
they had a huge fight.
Ambi, write a script.
Right.
Martial arts street wars in
Man,
Chicago.
look here.
That's crazy.
Bet.
They had a
Say
big
less.
fight up in the dojo, man. Motherfuckers was getting
Bloody.
bloody. When they opened that
Who
door,
was fighting
How
in
do
the
you know
dojo?
this information?
Count? Because this is not
If
like
you
secret
into
shit.
martial arts, you
Oh,
will know
This- yeah,
this
this
stuff.
is history.
Well, no, okay.
Yeah, this is shit.
Wow.
Damn, this
So,
like the Simpsons.
Is
I can
Count
see this shit.
is Count
Homer?
Dante still alive?
No, he died.
He
was-
died.
Wow.
And it's questionable about his death too.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's a mystery around
Of course
that
it
shit.
is.
Because he's Count Dante.
Yeah, it was a lot of weird shit. It's a lot of weird shit.
you know why he called himself Count Dante?
Why?
Because he used to walk around
It
with a
sound
kung
hood
fu.
as hell.
No, he used to walk around with a kung fu gi with the cape on, like what?
Fucking hilarious.
What?
He looked
Count
like Dracula.
Looking like Dracula.
like what
yeah.
Count Dracula.
Yeah, he looked like he had
Why
that
he called
like
himself that?
he had the hair wisp and everything.
Oh, the
What?
hair was.
Wow.
He had the super
I'm getting the
mustache and
damn Martin
everything.
dog
was
now.
ill,
I'm
dude.
getting the Martin dog.
Man, see if you can
Yo.
find a Count
I'm
Dante
gonna-
film, fam.
I'm
I want that
Googling
damn
him
So-
right now.
When I heard Chief
Yeah,
Keef,
Google
when
it
I
now.
heard Chief Keef was talking that shit about, man, fuck Lupe. When I see Lupe on the street, I'ma slap the shit out
No,
of him.
you're not.
I'm like, no, you're not, dude. First of all, don't let the spectacles and the skateboard and the animation and the nerd shit fool you. Dude
Yo.
will destroy you.
At all. Don't let that
And
shit fool you.
remember, dude,
But
is
even
actually
without
plucked.
that West Side nigga.
Yeah, he played with them four corner hustlers, chilling,
All right,
chilling
all
on.
right, all right.
Yeah, we can
You
stop.
don't
We
wanna
can
go
stop.
too
We can
deep.
stop. We can stop. Let's move on.
Right, that's him.
Wow.
Moxie,
Oh,
that's
you
him.
pulled him up? Yeah,
Yeah.
Dante is hilarious.
Yep, that's him.
He used to be
That's
on the back of comic book
crazy.
Yes,
advertisements
doing
too.
that, crazy,
Like-
doing that crazy
Like
tiger
I've
claw.
seen it so many
where he be
times.
doing-
Wow.
I've seen that so many
Yeah, I
times
know
in
you had.
comic
Cause I
books.
knew you had seen
I've
it.
seen that so many
Everybody
times.
saw
Hey,
it.
Moxie, he was arrogant as hell.
He challenged
Like,
anybody.
He challenged anybody, you know what I'm saying? He was an arrogant.
And he was
an
brutal.
arrogant white boy.
Wow.
Not even. We don't even know if he knew
This
martial arts.
dude need a movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where's the Count Dante
seriously.
movie?
There
We
was a
need
lot
to
of
count
controversy
that
behind that shit.
We doing a countdown.
Count Dante.
We doing a fucking.
That's hysterical.
Hey, Kaz, they can still hear you.
All right, let's go.
Hey, man. Hey, I just want to say something before we continue. I want to just give a big shout out to my brother, man, Sean Rocker, man. Dude, me and this man, Sean Rocker, man, from fucking Brickheads, man. Dude, how many shows we in did, man?
I don't think
Me-
they've ever seen
bruh.
Sean Rocker. He's
Man,
behind the
bruh, me-
scene.
Right.
Man, bro, look here. Me and this man, me, you and Master Stereo. How many shows we had? Bruh, man,
Shout out to Mass Hysteria.
Shout out
Look
all
here.
them.
Shout out to
No
me
doubt.
and that man right there, we got a lot of history.
I guess we got to shout out
Like-
Sean Rocker too.
Yeah, definitely,
Of course
man.
we
That's
Shout
why.
out to Sean
That's,
Rocker.
Rocker.
that's why I had to
That's my
shout you
man.
out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute.
Yo, he in the background
Shout-
making his work. Like, y'all don't
Right.
understand. All of this
Yeah.
shit y'all see is because of him.
Sean
Yeah,
Rocker
man.
is the man in the chair.
Shout out to
and
my
the
man Most
mastermind.
Def too.
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
Most definitely.
Jizzle.
Intel
Let's-
Music Group,
Let's move on.
Illinois.
sir.
Let's go.
Let's move
What
on.
we talking
So
about?
Suicide Squad comes out this week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Why?
Dad.
Can't
Oh,
wait.
it comes out.
Suicide
Can't
Squad
wait.
drops this Friday. So
Wait, so who's in this one?
Oh,
Everybody.
everybody else.
Everybody else.
So,
Well,
Weasel,
yeah.
that's we know Weasel's in there. We know
Weasel,
Polka Dot
Peacemaker,
Man,
Margot
Polka
Kidder's
Dot.
back from
Yeah,
the original,
Harley
but I think
Quinn.
she's the
Harley
only,
Quinn.
She's the only one from the original.
Blood.
No,
Oh,
Captain
no,
Boomerang
no,
in it
Captain
too.
Boomerang's in it?
Captain
Okay.
Boomerang's back. King
Yeah,
Shark.
Captain Boomerang. King Shark is a shark.
King Shark.
King Shark is a shark.
So I heard this movie.
Shark.
I heard this movie is already like cold.
So
I
one
heard
of
I've
the-
been hearing that too.
So-
like I hated the first one, but I've been watching the trailers and I've been like, damn.
The trailers are better than the other movies.
I watch this.
it was a screener and people seen
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
Shout out K Max. He saw it.
Yeah,
he said
he
it
saw
was.
it. He saw
And quote, he said it's the best comic book movie that he's ever seen.
Hey,
What?
Hey.
What?
hey.
Wow.
Hey, buddy. Hey.
He said better than Infinity War, better than Endgame, and better than Justice
But
League.
you
You
have
have
to
to
understand-
But what is he based
Considering
it
that
on?
I don't really like
He's
him.
based it on
Yeah.
bots. He's based
Well,
on
I
Doom
mean,
bots.
he's not the only one that said that though.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that WB let James Gunn do what the fuck he wanted to do.
Which is very
Exactly.
important.
It was no restrictions. There was no hey.
Well, maybe
it's
they
too
learned
dark.
something.
Hey,
Well, this is my
Right.
thing too.
kids is watching.
I was like, do I want to watch this? And then I kind of realized I was like, well, James Gunn did do Guardians of the Galaxy,
and he
back
created
then-
a whole
and back
galaxy for
then,
Marvel.
Nobody knew who the fucking Guardians,
Yeah.
except comic
Exactly.
heads.
Exactly.
They were like, who's
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy? That ain't
Exactly.
Spider-Man.
Why is Drax talking?
Right, why is
That's not
Drax?
Spider-Man.
So right, so then, you know, when it happened, it was like, oh shit, and they blew up. You know,
You
so
know, and really, if you think about it, where they really fucked up, if you think, why would you do a movie about a villain team and think you're trying to sell toys that you got to appeal to
right.
kids? They're not the good guys.
right.
So let them cut loose. Let them be villains in the real sense.
That was
I
the
mean,
problem
they
with the
gave
first
him
one.
the options of Superman first, and he chose Suicide Squad.
because it's
Smart
it's,
man.
it's a larger playground.
And he
for
likes
him.
to have.
Yeah.
He likes ensemble.
Yeah, he likes
Yeah.
edgy shit
Yeah.
too. You know,
Yeah.
so.
It's more yeah.
His
Exactly,
dialogue
Moxie,
is dope.
Exactly. So I mean, with James Gunn likes to play in the unknown, and so he was given the D list, and he seems to exploit it well.
He gets to do what he wants.
He gets
Because
to do
if
what
you
he
don't
wants.
know a D list, that means that
Yeah.
you don't have anything to prepare for.
Yeah.
You're not saying I expect this, I expect that. Nah, you gonna
Yeah,
get
no.
what I
Right.
give you.
This
Well, I
this
think-
looks amazing. I think it looks amazing.
I think
so
yeah.
far.
I
I'm
was gonna
excited.
say cinematically.
And
yeah.
the villain,
Oh,
the villain that we know of.
Yeah.
I gotta
There
see-
has
I
not
gotta
been a
see-
DC movie that has given a proper villain in the proper text.
Yeah, I got to see the trailer for this.
Yeah, it's
What?
dope.
You haven't seen
You
a
haven't seen the-
trailer?
You haven't seen the trailer?
Well, so yeah,
New word.
well, there's new trailers, there's clips.
No, I say a screener happened.
Yeah,
the
screener
And
happened.
people
screening
seen the
happened.
whole movie.
Yeah,
And this is the reviews. They're saying that
everybody's
it's really
loving
dope.
it. Nobody has come out saying,
Man,
yeah,
y'all already know what I'm hyped for still, though, right?
September, we got
I
less
know.
than 30.
September the 3rd.
Shang-
Shang.
As of today, it's
fucking
31
G.
days, right?
31. Yeah,
30
31
days,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that
Shang-
trailer is
Shang-
really good.
man,
The Ten
bro-
Yeah.
Rings.
Look here, that movie. When that movie to me is like the Asian version of Black Panther when Black Panther first came out.
I gotta agree.
You went.
It's gonna be
did you
energy.
see, did
Too
you see
bad
how,
they don't like it.
Did you see
Nah,
how
they ain't
really?
seen it yet. When they see it,
Damn.
look,
Yeah,
Michelle.
the reviews
They
are
don't.
harsh in China. The
Wow.
reviews,
don't.
the
Well,
reviews
they
are harsh.
also-
They don't like
well,
it.
They are harsh.
Mulan was
Have they
good.
seen it?
What?
It came out?
The trailer.
No,
I'm
they
saying,
seen
like,
the trailers.
they-
They
they-
No,
thought
but
they
that's
were
just,
good.
that's just on the strength of Aquafina. They don't like Aquafina.
Nah,
That's
they,
true.
they
They
love
don't
being
like
crazy
her.
rich Asians though. They love being crazy.
I'm
rich
Did they
sure-
like
Yeah,
that?
but that was a different movie. They think this is taken away from what they do.
The only reason why I'm,
They don't think it's
I'm
gonna be
hype about the
authentic.
movie because of 3 reasons why I'm hype about the movie. One, it's because Tony Leung and Michelle Yeoh, they've been in the shit
Michelle
for years.
Yeoh, aka Michelle
Right.
I'm glad both of them two. I'm glad them two is getting their shine finally.
And she brings
Es-
authenticity anyway.
Especially Tony Leung. Tony Leung been on the scene for. I'm talking about Forever since Hard Boiled with Chow Yun
Yeah,
Fat.
John Woo.
Hard Boiled
Fucking
is classic.
a peeking upper, you know what I'm saying? That's one.
Early Jackie Chan shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Two.
absolutely.
Another reason why I'm waiting for this movie because of the person that action choreographed this movie. You know, a lot of people sleeping on who this cat Brad Allen is. Brad Allen is actually one
Oh,
of Jackie
Brad
Chan-
did the choreography?
Yes, sir.
So if y'all don't know, there was a movie by Jackie Chan called Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
That little, the little short white dude,
Yeah.
that's Brad Allen.
Really?
That dude did the choreography.
Dude.
Brad and him coordinate on choreography, and most of the time their fights are not choreography. It's
Now you see
freestyling.
why Jackie Chan hired that dude for his stunt team.
they are
right?
beasts.
That dude
Yeah.
is a
Brad Allen
fucking
is one of the best in that game.
Wow.
Wow.
The
You know-
leg work is ill with the
You know-
kicks. And,
Oh, did he saw that? You know what he cold-blooded with that parkour shit where you be jumping
Yes.
off buildings?
Yeah.
That's
You got
Brad
that shit
Allen
from Brad?
Yeah,
In fact, Brad Allen had to replace the actor in Who Am
Who
I?
Am I?
On
Yeah,
the
yeah,
roof-
yeah, yeah.
On the
On the roof,
rooftop
yep.
scene because the actor that was doing the kick
He
said
was
he couldn't
slow.
hang.
He was too slow for Jackie to
couldn't hang.
keep up the
Damn,
rhythm
I
of the
forgot
fight.
about him.
So he
Yeah.
had to bring in his boy.
Brad
He was like, hey,
Allen.
Brad, replaced him. That's why
Yeah.
the angles were down low because Brad is so short and Jackie's actually
So
taller than
that's
him.
a power shot. So
Oh,
when you
yeah.
shoot low,
It makes
that's
it
a
look
power
like
shot
the
because
hero
So for
is
all the
taller.
above all.
Right.
So for
Okay.
all the martial art aficionados who don't know who Brad Allen
Brad
is,
Allen's a
y'all
beast.
Google that man name, man.
It's only
Dude
his
is-
height that kept him from being Scott Atkins or any
Yeah.
of them other motherfuckers.
He's the truth. So
Ray
that's
Park.
the second reason why. The third is because, of course, it's a kung fu movie.
Bottom line. Bottom line. And when was the last time we had one?
Bottom line,
Jesus.
GQ
Especially-
said so.
Coach East, is that why the Asian community is not feeling it because they don't want to see
Yeah, they don't want
another
something that
martial arts
Yeah,
film?
They don't want
that's
something
what
to
it
take
is.
their
For them, that's
thunder.
a stereotype.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
a,
but
for
they
them,
still
it's a
make
stereotype.
martial
But
arts
they,
films
right,
in
I was
Asia,
gonna say,
though.
but they create.
But it's
So-
theirs. They think it's cultural appropriation.
It's viewed as cultural
Wow.
appropriation.
But
for
when it
them.
come out, because we know it's the same thing we were saying about Black Panther
Yeah.
until it came out.
I mean, but
I
Black
don't know.
Panther
I
was
wasn't
the
saying
shit.
that.
no,
I wasn't
normal
either.
people
I
weren't
was
saying
like-
that.
Yeah, I
I
still
was
don't
I
really
mean,
excited.
that's a careful trend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a thin
But
line.
Because-
it's also comic book characters.
True
It's,
story.
like,
Well, the history of it makes it kind of controversial because they were being exploitive at the time.
okay.
That's why they had to change the father of Shang-Chi in the movie.
Yeah.
True.
Because
Okay.
his father was very much a exploitation.
Yeah, his fault. Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay,
so
so
let
let me
me
ask
a
you
lot
all,
of stuff there.
let me ask you all a question. I think I asked both of y'all this, Cosmo, Coach Ian. What do Abomination and Wong and Doctor Strange got to do with this? How they in the
Hey,
fight in
just-
the old?
hey,
Well-
well, first of all, let me just say this.
How do you-
just sit back and enjoy the fucking show.
Oh, okay.
Those questions.
Okay, right.
Those questions.
Like the
Hey,
movie
what you
ain't even
doing
out.
there? No, I want to see what you're doing there.
Okay.
Let's find out, right?
Okay.
They
that's
do
it,
have-
I
that's
want to
it.
know.
They
but
got
no,
an
it's a
agenda here.
tournament. It's a
It's
tournament.
a tournament with some type of important prize
Yeah,
that the
and-
winner gets.
Different than Mortal Kombat. It's
And
an
he's
actual
probably in there
tournament.
on behalf of a certain
Oh.
Madam
So
Hydra.
Abomination, there's probably going to be in future projects, and then there's Wong with Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
We don't know why Wong is there. That's why I want to know.
But there's a
Wong, what
whole
you doing
list of
up in
people
there?
that are in this tournament. So that's what's
Yeah,
interesting.
and also in comics, it wouldn't be Abomination's first time in an underground fight ring.
Yeah,
See?
because he likes to
Yeah.
fight, so any place he can get a real fight,
Yeah.
he
For
wants to
for
be
for
there.
Emil,
Enough said,
for
enough
Emil
said.
Blonsky has always been about
the battle
the fight
and winning.
and winning. So he participates in stuff like that. That's,
Yeah, just
that's
because
not
he
that's
can.
not out of character for him. And Wong has showed up in many other books, and Wong is a master martial artist.
A real
because
martial artist, yeah.
If you go to the comic book history of Doctor Strange, Wong is his bodyguard.
True.
Not
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
protect him. So Wong is a high level
Wong
martial
is
artist.
Kato.
Beyond Kato. Wong, because there's also the mysticism.
Right.
So Wong is actually is like Iron Fist, Shang-Chi level with his kung
Who's
fu.
supposed to be also in the movie.
So
Iron Fist, right?
Yeah,
Iron
that-
Fist?
there-
I heard
that's the
too.
rumor, along with Omega Red and a bunch of other people.
Oh wow.
Shout out to Taiwan Days.
Hopefully, it'll be a new Iron Fist.
Kenny Keys.
yeah, they
Ray
can
Fan.
keep the old guy.
So
Yeah.
here's the question: is it because he was bad, or because the show itself
Combination.
was
It was
Both
all.
of
It was
them.
all bad.
Yeah, I
I
think
it was
both
all bad.
combination.
Yeah.
bad? Because I
It was
didn't
all
really
bad.
like his martial arts, but I don't know if that was because of the bad choreography or it was him.
It was all
just
bad.
not believable as Iron Fist.
Yeah.
It was not believable. believable. The story. Well, this is the whole thing about. All right, let's talk about this: Netflix shows versus the Marvel shows.
Right.
Let's talk.
The Disney Plus shows.
Yeah, the Disney Plus shows.
The Netflix shows was very dragged out, filler, fucking episode.
They were
15
following
long
classic
episodes.
TV with that.
So you had
CW.
right.
Type.
So you had Iron Fist. Like everyone, I agree with everyone on the table. The lead actor, the dude, he wasn't believable.
He was boring.
And the writing was
flat.
boring, but the writing was flat and boring as well. The characters, girl, she was dope.
Who?
Yeah.
Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
No, he talking
no,
Oh,
about.
you're talking about within
Mario
Colleen
girl.
Wing.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
Wing.
you go. There you
Colleen
go.
Wing.
Yeah, she was dope. She actually
She
carried
had
the
energy
show.
and charisma,
Shit,
right?
I watched it because of her.
You're right.
You
You're
know what I
right.
mean?
That's a
The
fact.
story was whack. I had no interest, and
It was the weakest of the
non-believable.
shows.
Like you had all these other characters, and then he just was like,
But
Yeah.
unpopular opinion, I felt the same way about Luke Cage too.
okay.
I didn't feel like he was a good Luke Cage. He was boring. He
I
was
think
not.
he didn't do too. I don't think he
Man,
did.
He lacked the.
They shoulda
He
had
lacked
my
the
man.
edge.
I didn't
They
hear
should have
any
had my man
positive
Michael. They
reviews
should have
about
made
either
Michael
show,
Jai White
actually.
fucking Wesley Snipes to be Luke Cage.
I think
man.
they too old though.
So I think these Netflix shows they was cool to watch, but I mean, I like the Daredevil and Punisher.
Daredevil
Okay,
and
the
Punisher were
first
perfect.
two
Daredevil's
seasons
the
of
best.
Daredevil.
I love
great.
Jessica Jones season 1.
Season
I
1 of
like
Jessica
that.
Was
Jones
perfect
was
with
good.
Purple Man.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Punisher.
The Punisher was good.
Yeah.
I love the Punisher.
The Punisher was good.
There we go.
And he was John
Oh,
Barenthal was a good.
Oh, he
Punisher.
played crazy.
Out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
that's
He
my-
poured himself
That's my
into that
dude.
role.
Yeah.
And what
When I
was-
seen him, I was like, "You the Punisher
Yeah.
forever."
and what's respectable is that he's really not that tall either.
Nah, he's not.
So that part is interesting that he was able to
What's-
pull that off.
Oh.
What's the dude's
up?
name that was in Luke Cage that played the I think the Bushmaster?
Mustafa.
forgot that name.
Mustafa.
Bushmaster.
Hey man, they need to put dude in some more movies, man.
He
Dude is
playing
a
Jet Black. That's good enough for me.
Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's Jet Black.
Yeah,
Jet
man.
Black.
In
That
the
dude,
Netflix.
hey, he's a beast with the martial arts.
Martial
shit,
arts
man.
and the
Yeah.
lyrics.
And the lyrics, yeah, he got skills on the mic.
Oh,
I'm
he's
like,
a beast.
yeah.
He's an
I'm like,
MC.
nah, but they need to put dude in more movies, man.
I think he'll get his chance. I
Yeah.
think that he's still early in the game, and that Netflix show introduced him to people, but he still got to pay the dues. And I think this Netflix show is gonna give him the edge that we
Yeah.
can see him.
Yeah.
He's
And-
gonna really shine in that.
And while we're on the subject of Netflix, we watched a few things
Oh yes, we did.
on Netflix
Yes.
over the weekend. Blood Red Sky.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what do you call it?
Well, Passenger 57 with vampires.
Passenger or vampires on a plane.
Right.
vampires on a
Vampires
plane.
terrorism.
Oh wait,
Vamps
so
on
y'all
a
put
plane.
so y'all put it up there with
Terrorism
Passenger
versus
57?
No. It literally
It's
is
Passenger 57 with
with
vampires.
vampire monsters.
Yeah, the plot. Yeah,
And
the-
actually,
Yeah.
Wow.
just thinking about that earlier before getting here, they could have took that whole element out the movie.
Which element?
The
whole
vampire thing.
Passenger 57 part.
Terrorism.
And just had the vampire on there wilding out.
Well, why would that be
Well,
interesting?
she wouldn't have any motivation to
Yeah.
wild out because
She was gonna break anyway. A vampire is hungry.
No, she didn't break.
she
any-
had her meds.
She wouldn't have broke because even then, if you think about it,
If that flight
her
went out
son
here,
was able
yeah.
to bring her down as long as she didn't have too much blood.
Yeah,
That
She had
movie
they
the
would have
was
made.
wild
They
as
would have
hell.
made. They would have made that flight no problem.
As long as she avoided blood, because remember she was walking around people regularly
Yeah.
anyway.
She was a Blade type person.
Yeah, exactly. As long as she don't get, remember she had blood, her son could talk her down. Then
Yeah.
she got that point where she had way too much blood.
Yeah,
I
they
just-
they
I'm
made the
sorry.
situation worse.
No, go in.
I was gonna say. I
Cut
just want
off
to say.
this motherfucker.
I just want to say, from the picture preview that they have, like before I watched the movie, that poster reminded me of the episode of The Twilight Zone where he's on the plane.
With
That's
the-
what
with the
I thought.
gremlin?
Yes, with the gremlin. That's what I thought of.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
With William
that-
Shatner.
Right.
The
And
William
then when
Shatner
I saw it,
episode.
I was like, oh, there's vampires and shit, and there's terrorism. It was like, I
Yeah,
didn't
Cosmo,
think
I
it was
see
going
what's
to be
behind
anything
you,
like
bro.
that.
And you know what?
Cosmo, I see what's behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The
actual
right.
gremlin.
Yes.
So
Yes,
what this?
sir.
There's another movie that I think is in the same vein as this in a degree, but I didn't see it yet. If y'all saw it, that movie with the chick that played Hit Girl, and she was also on a plane.
Oh
and
my
like,
God. yes.
blood in something cloud, dark cloud.
Yeah,
blood
something.
cloud.
I didn't see it, but it's the
Not-
same premise, sort of.
No. It's a different premise. She's dealing with like some otherworldly entity in World War II.
Uh,
Like she's like a war
But
pilot.
she's still on a plane, though.
Well, but it crashes and then they're on the ground for
Oh,
the rest
oh,
of the movie.
no.
So, yeah. it's-
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about that one. I want to see that one.
Hey, I didn't like the ending though of Blood Red Sky.
It wasn't. It was a
It
good
was-
ending because it wasn't a happy ending.
It wasn't a good ending.
You didn't think so?
You didn't think so?
Wait.
How that little boy survive that?
That's what I also thought.
Because she saved him.
How she save him?
Wait a minute, you didn't see? She came. Remember, she did her blood thing to get all like peak level Dracula shit, and then she went in there and whooped ass, and then he snuck out.
Didn't he detonate a bomb in that movie?
He was far back though. If y'all can see his face right now, hold on. I'm gonna go live and show this shit.
You mean to tell me he detonated the bomb and the dude ran to him and the boy woke up and he's safe?
At the end, it didn't matter. Yes. Right. Why you gotta ruin it? Ruin everything. No, that was good though. Up to the end, okay. I ain't gonna lie. When I really expected him to die. I really did.
Yeah.
And I think that probably he should have died, and dude should have still been the terrorist that they thought he was.
Yeah.
And no one would have ever known about fucking vampires.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the perfect ending. But again, happy endings are Hollywood, and Netflix sometimes plays in the Hollywood.
That
sandbox.
wasn't happy if the boy would have died. That's not happy at all.
No, that's what I said. Because it's a net. They were going with the happy ending. Somebody had to live.
Yeah, I was disappointed that the kid lived. I was just kind of like, that shouldn't happen. But
He
I was
got up. I was like, man, fuck this. Get your ass.
But I was cool
here.
with everything pretty much up to that part. I was like, I could deal with this movie, and then that's where it kind of fell.
It did go south.
That's where it fell off for me.
It was
I
entertaining.
fuck up the movie.
No, I've seen it. I watched it before.
Now you
we
made me
talked
think,
about
but that's
it.
okay. I would have figured that out eventually.
But
It was entertaining.
homie who wanted to become a
was
vampire
entertaining,
was
yeah.
too predictable.
well, that was
Homie
easily.
who wanted to become a vampire is too predictable.
Well, when he
Yeah.
took the
Yeah.
blood, it was kind of obvious. What the fuck are you doing with that?
Well, hey, what terrorist walks around with an empty syringe?
Well, that's another weird
He
element.
just happened to have an empty syringe,
Here's
like
Maybe
in my
he's a
terrorist
terrorist.
kit.
Not only is he, not only is that,
Am I explode this plane kit?
Maybe he a shooter.
but not only
Maybe.
that, but
Maybe.
not only that.
Maybe.
Why? Okay, even but why would it? But it was empty though.
I don't know. This is only one reason.
He
Yeah,
was
I-
crazy as hell.
Yeah,
He was crazy.
He
as
wanted to be
hell.
a vampire,
Yeah.
Like who the fuck wants to
and
be
then
that?
he forced it on his crew.
Yeah.
Well, I
he
don't
did.
know.
Like,
Well-
he's like, I'm a pepper, you a pepper, you a pepper.
You a pepper too? Yeah, that was fucked up.
My man just went around like, yo, I got this disease. and
But
I'm
hold on.
giving it to you.
But let's be
You're
fair.
right.
The black dude was dumb as fuck.
Well, he stuck his head all the way in the goddamn car that was on
First
fire.
of all, right, the car was smoking, and he goes, "Wait, he's still moving in there. Why would you open the fucking door? No one must bet fucking vampires on the fucking plane."
Yeah, he's a genius.
All right, I'm
for
not
that.
watching that.
no,
Watch her
you
read.
convinced me.
Watch
He's a
her
genius.
read
Yeah,
now.
he's a genius for doing that.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
The whole crew was like, stay away from there.
Hey,
Right.
I had to applaud them for him wanting to shoot that little girl though. He was,
I would've shot that little girl.
Yeah. Like he was willing to go there. He looked at that little girl, was like, one.
Yeah, there is a scene that's really awesome. Like, and this is not a spoiler. Well, I won't go to the spoiler point to save it. But when he first shoots her, and then the leader comes up and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And he was like, he told his boy, he was like, "If you fuck up again, kill him." He said, "We might as well kill him right now,"
Damn.
because he knew the dude was nuts. So they had some really good characters on here.
Oh yeah, they did.
They did.
Yeah,
It
that's why I
just-
say it's worth the watch.
Yeah, it was good until the explosion.
Yeah.
Michael Bay explosions.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
But speaking of other things that we watched that were in the horror realm, I was a fan of Empty Man.
Yeah, so you put us on the empty
Yes.
man.
I was a fan of Empty Man.
Shout out to Drewski.
I thought it was interesting. I did the very beginning of the movie was real fascinating, but it also made me feel a certain way about this trope in horror films.
Let's go.
Okay, sorry to our certain viewers,
Yeah, I know
but
what
where white people always want to go hiking in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure it's beautiful.
And
the
find
cabin
some
in the,
shit.
and find some unearth some unholy
Always some
shit.
indigenous shit.
Cabin in the Woods, The Descent,
Hey,
Evil Dead.
for Cabin
The
in the Woods,
Ritual.
they were
Leave Evil
drugs.
Dead out of this.
For Cabin in the Woods, they were drunk.
Yeah,
Leave
they were
Ash
tricked.
out
They
of
were
this.
the only ones that were tricked. Cabin Fever, like they always want to go
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
middle of
yeah.
nowhere. And I'm sure it's like oh, this is probably really
The
beautiful.
hollow.
I don't want to go and hike to where it's fucking hours away from civilization.
And
then
they
if
always
something
hear the stories.
happens,
I heard somebody got their bones grinded up and they sniffed them.
Well,
like,
Okay, we're not going
they
that
fell
way.
into a
Why are you going up
cavern.
there then?
Why
Let's
are
go the
you
other way.
going there?
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, aside from that rant,
It'll be
I
fine.
did-
And okay, so you being the horror buff, right?
Yes.
So we got this movie that starts out with these people in the forest, and it's like a
Mm-hmm.
long fucking intro.
Yeah.
Where
It
I
was a
started to
cool
think this was
intro,
the
though.
fucking movie.
Me
And it was
too.
not the movie.
It was not the movie.
Not the movie.
It was,
When-
but it
That
was
was-
the movie.
Right.
It was and wasn't.
That was
right.
the best come around full circle.
It was.
Closing the gap and sealing all the hatches.
It was really well done because even with that, like, okay, when they found the house, I kept
Cheese in the
questioning these
building.
people. I'm like, why, why did you all go into this obscure ass house? Now it's a snowstorm. Now she went.
So
to
they
go
just
out-
found that place.
They just found it.
I thought that was their
randomly.
plan to
no,
go there.
No, they got lost.
Oh,
they
you're right,
fell
you're
in
right.
the cavern.
They
yeah,
got
that was
lost.
they were just on
And-
some
So
shit.
that first group,
on some
right?
Goldilocks
Right,
shit.
Yeah.
the first group. And
Yeah.
so then she goes out and sees this shrouded figure. Why are you walking towards this man?
Yeah, she came out the whole
Right.
cabin and said, "Hey,
In a
can you help
snowstorm,
us?
right?
Can
There
you
was
help
snow
us?
outside.
Can you help us?"
Right.
This nigga look like Sasquatch and shit, just
He
chilling.
looked like
with a
the
big ass
Grim
fucking
Reaper.
with a big ass bear coat on or something.
Right.
Like what the fuck was he wearing?
floating towards her?
Talking about a
Like,
phantasm.
get in the house. Like your
Can you
boyfriend
help
is
us?
catatonic.
I'm gonna
But
destroy
here,
you.
but here's the other thing. Let's talk about the other. So as good as this movie was, since we own the tropes, so why in the middle of a snowstorm and y'all in an unknown cabin would you leave her alone with a
with a
motherfucker that's catatonic?
catatonic.
And me and my girlfriend about to go somewhere. We'll be back.
Where did they go? I was like, where did y'all?
There's
what
no
did you
place to go.
do?
That made no sense. Like where y'all going? Y'all going to get food, water? What y'all going to do?
Right.
Going to hunt?
It was a fruitless effort to go get help. A fruitless
Yeah, but
effort.
where would
Fruitless
they?
as hell.
But first of all, why
Fruitless.
wouldn't he leave the girls there and go?
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna take my girlfriend and you gonna stay by yourself with this motherfucker that's acting weird.
Yeah, who hasn't spoken in a day and a
And
half?
what was it? Without giving it away.
Right.
Yeah, what
That
was
was
that?
creepy.
Yeah.
Nigga
No,
was
that
that
part
fucked
was
me up.
creepy.
That fucked me
I
up.
love
She
that
woke
part.
up and he was
I love
laying in
that
front of
part.
her
Yeah,
face.
I love that
I was
part.
like, oh,
But
that was
you don't
cool.
understand what
See,
happened?
See, this
missed
is why I love
Bet.
Lovecraft horror, man.
Yeah, that was
because
deep.
Lovecraft horror is
Hold
not
up. So,
basic shit.
what was the?
Remember?
You
without,
know what I hate too?
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hey, okay, you blow in the bottle 2 times, you say the name, you turn around 3 times, and you do the hokey pokey and turn yourself around. Then the monster gonna go and chase you. I hate that command error shit. Like the
But
like
see, that
Candyman.
wasn't what
But
the
that
Empty
wasn't.
Man was.
I know
yeah,
it wasn't the end game. However,
yeah, it wasn't what the Empty
I hate
Man
that.
was.
But why they throw all them little nooks and crannies in there?
Well, that's
Because-
just kids being kids.
because
Yeah,
because
like
the
Bloody
way
Mary.
the way Lovecraft horror normally works, it's like is what's known as a spoken component. Things normally language is a virus,
Yeah.
and so the way
It
way
affects your brain.
right. So the way the Empty Man and the Lovecraft stuff works is that it pretty much it's not a forceful thing. It's subtle.
It's a will
Everything. It's a will bender. Before you know it, you're just in it, and you're just part of it. You don't even know why you're doing it.
And you're like almost like a prophetic figure in it.
Yeah. So
The
that,
emissary.
yeah, that's how those things are structured, and it's structured to drive you insane or flip you, and that's what the detective was facing. Like he was getting faced with this stuff. It's like, what do you do? Do you succumb to it, or do you beat it back? He managed to beat it back, which was great.
Well, he really. But
Not
that's the
really.
thing. That's the whole.
How
Here's the
so?
thing.
Not
that was all
really.
the part of the
How
plan.
we beat it
As
back?
we learned later, that the whole point of all of that, y'all won't know what this means, but everything that happened was script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad that he got tied up into all that shit. With
He
the-
didn't
from
get
the
tied
little
up
girl.
into
Well,
it.
I
They
guess
chose
so.
him from the moment
They
that
Well,
chose
that's
him.
true.
the moment that he
That's
did the
true.
thing with the
little
thing
girl.
and had the little moment with the person.
Right.
Everything was like, oh, he the one because he's got the trauma.
But he kept his sanity.
Yeah.
Which in most Lovecraft movies that doesn't happen.
Well,
so
he kind of did until
if
they
you-
finally revealed what he was.
if you walk away being able to speak,
That's true. That's
sentence,
true. You're right. He
you
didn't go
win.
mad.
You didn't go mad. And
So the metaphor of this empty man is like, it's just to understand. And when you see it, you'll get the psychology behind the fact of someone being empty after trauma, which
Right.
means you're now a vessel for something to enter and
To
take
enter you,
over.
yeah.
Yes.
And this movie is like it gives you enough conjecture and enough visuals without any explanations to give you, so that you have to really feel it. And this movie allows you to feel every
Yeah,
single
they
moment.
did not get heavy-handed in exposition as to what it was.
Not at all.
That's true.
And that's what I appreciate. It's like they told it like we figure it out from what they showed us.
Yeah.
You figure it out from the actions here. No one opened up a book and said, "Look, this is the," because normally that's what we get in a lot of horror movies.
Exactly.
Like, look, this is the monster, and this is what history has said about it. Blah blah blah.
Right.
We didn't get any of that. It was just like, hey, we're gonna show you this thing.
Right.
You figure it. We're gonna show you this thing and give you these actions. You put the rest together. I like the fact they didn't like there wasn't some expert out of nowhere
Who comes in, right?
who
And
came
tells
in
you
and was
monologue.
like, yeah, I know what this is. You know, I mean, they've even
Many
done,
years ago.
they've done that.
Right.
They've done that. I mean, Halloween came with one.
And that was terrible.
Yeah.
They wrote one into Friday the 13th.
It was in Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, there's been in Freddy Krueger where all of a sudden out of nowhere someone knows, oh, he's
They're
the
an
son
expert.
of 1,000 maniacs.
Right.
Like, how the fuck did you figure that out?
Dirty.
How do you know how many people raped her?
Right.
I went to axe murdering school.
Right.
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 Slasher school.
Or remember in Jason Goes to Hell, the black guy came out of nowhere, knew everything. Like, oh, and the demon just goes around. Like, where did all this come from?
Yeah, what book
and
was
how
this
did
in?
you know?
Right.
So
Who
here's
are
a question.
you?
Here's a question for the movie for y'all, and don't answer this because maybe they haven't seen it. But to think about, was the actual thing real, or was it immaterial? So was the moment we saw it, did we actually see it, or was that a figment of his projection? Because remember, the whole thing was about mental projections. Did we actually see it, or was that just his perception of what happened to him?
Good question.
That is.
That is-
Didn't
that's a good question.
other people see it?
Where? When?
Oh, girl, the cabin?
No.
No,
No.
only that guy saw it.
Yeah.
The actual thing?
Yeah.
Only that one time we actually saw what we think would be considered it. But was that actually it, or was that his own mental projection in his mind, or what he imagined feeling? That's why it was well done, because we don't know. Because it's questionable if that part of it is even real at all, or if it's just a cult doing cult shit.
That is true.
Like, we don't know if there's a such thing really for real, other than that guy in the beginning and what happened to him, and we still don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, they never answered that.
Like, how did that
They
No,
happen?
don't.
that's real because he blew the other guy brains out and they all worshiped him after that.
No, not that part. We know that he blew the brains out, but we don't know if that was all a part of the cult belief system where they brainwashed him but to believe what they believe, and if that shit is ever real. Dude could have came back crazy, and we don't know if he ate some wild
But
fucking
how-
mushrooms or
how
some
did
shit.
He snap? Right.
We don't know what the fuck happened to him.
Because they.
And then they
just
said
saw-
he was crazy. Remember the whole, he had the cuts on his wrist.
Yeah.
So we don't know if he's like fucking nuts anyway. And he
So-
had a break at the
So
wrong
once
time.
again, it goes back to
I
you
gotta
being.
rewatch it. God damn, man,
Yeah.
That's real.
When they found
love
him,
this
he
shit.
was like almost meditating in front of that skeleton.
He was on some other shit, but we don't know if
Yeah.
that's because of his mental break.
And he had only been down there for a couple of minutes.
Well, he
Like,
fell.
Right,
That's
he
the thing.
fell,
So which means
and then
he fell, hit his head, and he wake up Bruce Wayne.
he was near that
You know what I'm
statue though. It doesn't take much in horror films, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, most times in horror films, once you're in front of the statue,
So,
That's
so this
kind
could
of
be
a
very
wrap.
much a Jacob's Ladder type of film,
it could
I
be.
love Jacob's Ladder.
Jacob's Ladder
where
is
all of it
dope.
is all in this motherfucker's head,
Yeah.
and we just went along for the ride, believing what he believed because he believed it,
True that.
and
Well-
he actually didn't see shit, and nobody else saw shit.
Well,
I enjoyed it though.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I gave it a thumbs up. It's definitely on my rewatch
Watch
list.
that shit.
Actually, I will watch this back to back with The Color of Night.
Ooh.
That to me, that's a perfect
Oh,
back to back
That movie
with Nick Cage. Yeah, The Color of Night
yeah.
with the
I
because that's
heard-
another
I don't know if
Lovecraft.
I
That's
watched
You
another
know what
Lovecraft
else is
story.
this reminds me of, but not which is a little more straightforward. The Void,
Yeah, The
it.
Void.
Oh, The Void.
because
The
it's
Void is
also
good.
weird as fucking. Like, you don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
You also watched The Ritual. If
I've
you all
watched The
haven't seen-
Ritual.
oh,
I've seen The
I,
Ritual.
haven't- I
That-
don't think I've seen that.
It's on Netflix. It
Okay.
is one of my favorite horror movies in probably like the past 10 years.
Okay,
it's
The
Ritual.
very good.
Yeah, I've
it's
watched
on
The Ritual.
par with The Empty Man.
Oh,
It's
cool.
very, very good.
say less.
Well,
Yeah, it's really
While
good. And
we-
it's super underrated. Like, no one ever talks about it. It's so underrated.
Well, you
but
know,
it's
this
phenomenal.
movie, Empty Man, flopped, but became a
Really?
cult classic
Oh,
that quick within
wow.
a year.
yeah, within a year it became a
It came
cult
out in
classic.
October,
Yeah,
and it went to theaters, but
Wow.
nobody
This was
cared.
in theaters?
yeah,
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I
no.
didn't know it was a
Damn,
I
right. I
never
didn't know it was at
heard
the
of
movie
it.
theater.
But
I'm
I mean,
so
it was during the
speechless.
pandemic, so
It's not really
yeah.
a leading actor.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
No, well, the guy
Yeah.
that's in that, he's been in a lot of shit though. James,
Yeah.
he was also in another Netflix movie, the Spectral.
Yeah, I remember Spectral.
Did y'all see Spectral?
I saw Spectral.
That shit's
No.
good.
Not
No,
Spectre.
not
Spectral.
Spectre. Spectral was about these ghosts was coming out of Moscow or some shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it turned
I
out they
heard
weren't just
about
ghosts,
it.
and it was almost like Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within.
Mm.
It was very. They had weapons that were fighting against these ghosts.
Yeah, it was kind
was
of a weird
interesting.
ghost
Huh.
fighting film.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Another plot
Oh.
twist. But he was in that. He was also in 24. If you remember that show.
Yeah, I
He's
remember.
been around for a
Oh,
minute.
Where?
Yeah. Where
Who
what?
was he?
I don't remember what his name was. It's been a long time since I
Damn,
watched
he was in
24.
Did he work the
That was-
CTU or was he like
Right,
a
there
villain?
was-
Yeah, he
he-
worked at CTU, and if I remember correctly, he eventually replaced what you call it?
Chloe? Oh.
No, not Chloe. He eventually replaced
The head.
Yeah, the
chick.
dude that was running
I
around.
didn't like that dude. So yeah. it's-
Really?
I got to rewatch
At the time,
24.
like, remember everybody's like, yeah, him versus anybody.
I love how Kaz will not only not like something, he got to give it the stank face.
Right,
too.
Yeah,
the
he
face.
be like,
right.
Not in my atmosphere, baby.
He's like, if it was a planet, I would eat it.
Exactly. Galactus tactics.
Right.
Well, let's move on to now. We talked about what we've been watching. What we've been reading.
Oh.
What is people been?
Oh my god.
Oh, Vax, I'm so sorry.
What you been reading? Anybody been reading something?
Yeah, Wes. Yeah,
Still working through Invincible.
Comic book-
yeah, you still working. Well, Invincible
Well,
is
you
huge.
talking about comic book
Yeah,
wise?
it's
That's
huge.
Anything.
It
Comic
is
books,
huge.
manga, regular books.
Yeah,
Spirit Guides, Tobin Spirit Guide.
Invincible is huge though. So
The last
It is.
book I read. The last book I read is this book called "Unfuck Yourself."
Go unfuck yourself.
Go and fuck yourself.
Yeah, I read that.
Phenomenal book.
Very
man.
good. Very mind shifting, paradigm shifting.
I read that, and I read this other book. Damn, I forgot the name of it, but y'all know who April Walker is, right?
Oh,
I'm a yeah.
Fashion designer from New York, Walker Wear. She wrote the book, dope ass book. I forgot the name of it, but I read that. That book was phenomenal. So,
All right, so
them the last 2 books I read.
we have to
Okay.
look, we have to look them up. Kaz, what you been diving into?
I haven't been diving in shit.
And that's
Real.
real.
And is that like oral reading? Like,
And I respect
No,
you. for that.
actually, I'm really interested in this crossover.
crossover is
You
brilliant.
brought this up
Yeah.
on your show, and I've been
Yeah,
Like,
cross.
Is it
low-key
still
been looking
happening?
Crossover is a new. It just volume 1 just came out. I think they're on episode 8 or issue 8, which will be a part of volume 2. So it's early in the game. Which for me, like, I read more Image than I do Marvel or DC these
and see,
days.
and that's the thing I want to get into because I haven't been reading shit because I've been bored with shit. Really,
Nah,
Like,
you won't be bored with some Image.
And
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Image,
Diversity is key there.
Yeah, man, Geiger, Saga, Wicked and the Divine.
Black Science.
Yeah, Black Science.
Chew.
Chew. Oh, Chew.
I read Chew. Yeah, I
Chew
read-
is fucking amazing. I love
Yeah,
Chew.
you got so much going on at Image, and they're all over the spectrum. This right here, though, crossover.
Right, there we go.
Tell them about the writer of crossover, so they understand. Right
Don-
there.
we go.
Donnie Cates came on the scene and just has been electric. His work on Thor, his work on Venom, his work with Marvel has just been amazing. So this is just him getting to cut loose in the Image world.
Yeah,
And they
it's-
gave him they gave him the license properties, which is
and he's got the
which
rights to say, because crossover is literally just to not give it away. Crossover is literally is about, okay, so Denver is a normal city having normal shit go down, and all of a sudden this cataclysmic event happens where a fictional comic book city appears in the middle of Denver, decimating the ground in the space that it occupies, killing anybody that was in that space, and along with that city are every comic book character that has ever existed in books, and they all appear as real, doing the shit that they do, fighting and doing whatever they do. And we're talking comic book characters from the likes of Superman, Batman,
Spawn.
Doctor Strange,
Wow.
Savage Dragon, all these obscure like B-level unknown brands that y'all wouldn't know about if y'all ain't reading comics. But it's characters from all across the board that appear, and this guy managed to get the rights to either mention these characters, to show these characters, or to have these characters interact. But they're the backdrop to the real story. I don't.
In the
well,
image, they was showing DC characters.
Yeah, they're in
That's
there.
crazy.
Oh,
They're in
wow.
there.
Yeah, well, you know, if you relax details, you can get away
Yeah.
with silhouettes.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
true.
you
In
can't
the
front
back.
on who Batman is when you see Batman.
But
no
you
matter
know,
what.
but if you don't put the
Yeah.
symbol,
If you don't,
if
Right.
yeah,
don't show the
he's
chest
in the
symbol, it don't
shadows with
matter.
bat
You
ears.
know,
and,
you see
you know,
bad
don't
ears,
matter.
long cape.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
damn,
he
that's
got the
Batman.
gauntlets
Yeah.
on, or,
Yeah,
or you
yeah.
show a guy with red glowing eyes and red boots
It's
and a
always
red cape.
it's always an inference. It's never the
Sure.
actual full on.
But they do
reveal.
mention their names.
So and
That's
you can
the-
mention name. You can
Yeah.
mention name. You just can't.
So you could do that in comic books.
You can mention the name.
But
yeah.
he did show all the image characters he showed.
He can show all the image characters.
showed all of
because
them.
it's all one.
Yeah, because they all one big
Yeah,
happy
but
family.
So-
from any other property, silhouettes and name mention. You can't. You like if they was to put a full on Spider-Man in there.
So
they'd
if
get locked down.
Superman wanted to be, if someone was drawing in Marvel and they said, "Hey, we gonna do Superman in here,"
Nah, they had to have permission. It's licensing.
so
it's
how is that different?
You can do a silhouette, but you can mention the name.
But he can't look exactly. You
No,
can't,
that's
you
what I
can't-
mean.
yeah, you
If
can mention
he
the
did a
name.
The symbol
silhouette
is what
and
makes it
called him
Superman.
Superman in a Marvel book.
Yeah,
Like,
you can
It
do
would
that.
draw. It would draw some legal ire, but you could dance your way out of it.
And
You
mostly they
could,
would care more
but
because it's Marvel.
Your editor would say,
Oh yeah, he'll act.
yeah. He like, hey, that's not making the cut.
But the nature of this,
But
it
you can
works.
say Superman because
But
people
you
have
can
said,
still
it.
say
yeah, you
it.
can say like who do you think you are, Superman? You can say
Oh,
stuff like
okay,
you know.
but-
So
I mean-
the mentioning is like public domain, basic. Not obviously not using.
Yeah, because
their
anybody can
likeness,
mention
but
Superman.
Yeah,
Like,
anyone can
that's
mention
You can say
Superman.
Superman, but you can't say KL.
Kal-El, yeah.
Right
Kal-El,
now,
yeah.
exactly.
And that's what.
you
so-
can't say
Oh.
Kal-El. You can't say Bruce Wayne.
Right. They're
Oh.
regular
Yeah,
names.
yeah.
Yeah.
And in this
Who do
comic,
you
was,
think you are, Bruce Wayne? You can't say.
well, that's different. That's different.
You
Now
can't
you-
say that.
you can-
Because really, Deadpool has done stuff like
You
that.
can't
Yeah,
say
well,
He has.
you can't
Facts.
use that name beyond like a certain juncture.
In
Like-
a sarcastic
and see,
connotation.
you can also the South Park disclaimer. Like I said, everyone has it. So celebrities mentioned here are not blah 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 blah
Oh,
blah blah
yeah.
blah blah. You know,
even though they're poorly
yeah,
imitated.
yeah,
but-
poorly imitated. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's the South
that's
Park
the-
disclaimer.
yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do
yeah.
Yeah,
that
I
to
didn't
a
even
point.
think. I haven't been watching.
You can
a
do
lot of
that to a
South Park.
point, but if you think you can do it a lot, no, you will get
So-
your career cut
So
short.
there's a scene.
Coach E,
What's
not
up?
to cut you off, could you recommend some Frank Miller comic books?
Any of them.
No, let's not say any because Dark Knight 3,
Returns,
DK3 was trash.
Part.
DK3
Oh, yeah,
was
yeah, that's
trash.
true.
Okay, we go there.
All right,
yeah.
well, you're not gonna start.
Yeah,
there.
nobody. Yeah, I hope not.
But he said any of them.
Well, yeah,
so
fair
I
enough,
don't want
fair
to.
enough,
So
fair enough.
I don't want to send. I don't want to send him down a rabbit hole to the wrong stuff.
He might want to go though.
So, but real talk, his entire Daredevil run.
That's
his,
fair.
His
That's dope.
entire
That's what set
Daredevil
the standard for the
run.
new Daredevil
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah.
Dope.
His entire Daredevil run is dope, start to finish.
Enough said.
Start to finish. I would, and his short-lived tenure on Spider-Man. He had a short
He did
run.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Frank Miller did Spidey.
There's a Frank Miller Spider-Man.
What was the Spidey story?
Is
for
it
that?
political?
No,
Political.
no.
He had-
It was more Peter Parker based, but it was very dope. It was a very dope moment.
What was the actual story arc?
Rolodex. Okay. I had to. I got
That
a lot
was
of,
0.5 seconds. Write that down. Mike.
right.
It was pretty
Better
much.
than a hard drive.
It was Peter in college dealing with the heavy of being Spider-Man and dealing with all his life. It was a normal Peter Parker story drawn and told by
So it
Frank
was a
Miller.
Sam Raimi story.
Was
Yeah.
it dark?
No, not at all.
It was Sam Raimi.
It was not dark.
Okay.
It was not dark. But his Daredevil run is definitively dark.
It has to be. Daredevil
That's
can't
dope.
see.
Yeah.
Everything. Daredevil can't see. It has to be dark.
Have any of y'all ever met that dude?
Yes.
Daredevil?
I
Yeah.
met, no,
I met Frank
I
Miller.
met Frank Miller.
I met
too.
Frank Miller
Yes.
too.
He's insane.
Yeah, he's a
You
weird. He's
wild for that.
I
He's
saw
insane.
Frank
Yeah.
Miller and Stan Lee together at the C2E2. That was the last.
That's where I saw them
Oh,
at.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
Stan
that's
Lee
pretty
was
cool, true believers.
yeah. He's a weird individual.
He is a weird individual.
I'm a fan of. Don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of his work, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
People
y'all
My,
are
my
obscure.
conversations with Frank, my brief conversation with Frank Miller was almost as weird as my really long conversation with Schoolie D.
Uh-oh.
because they were both just really weird, and it was like came out of nowhere with their subject
You
matter.
said Schoolie
Where
D?
did Schoolie
Yes.
D come from?
Yeah, I met Schoolie D. I got to open for him when he was at a comic book show here in Chicago. He was signing for doing Aqua Teen Hunger Force signings.
Oh wow.
It was me and the Misfits open for him, and it
Max,
was
you know who Schoolie D is, right?
Yeah, of course.
King of New,
Yeah.
he did King of New York, Christopher Walken.
Yes.
Chiba, y'all know what I'm saying? Wow.
yeah. So yeah, I got to open for him, and my conversation with him and my conversation with Frank Miller are like in that same orbit of crazy. Same orbit. For Frank Miller, he just all of a sudden went right wing weird on me
Oh
without
wow.
Like in the conversation?
yeah.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I was like,
Damn.
I was like, hey.
So like Maxie.
I'm a really
So
big fan.
I'm like, hey man,
See
I'm like, hey
that?
man, big fan. Can you sign this graphic novel for me? He's like, yeah, you know, they won't let you make stuff like this anymore. The goddamn Democrats are like,
Oh no.
Oh. Oh.
I was like, well, now it was nice meeting you, Mr. Miller.
Jim Crow.
Goodbye.
Wait, how Schoolie D was? Because you know Schoolie D a gangster. You know, gangster
Dude.
nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Schoolie D was going.
So are
okay,
politicians.
right.
So at the comic book show before the show that night, Schoolie D, I had my booth open. Schoolie D was going through looking at books. He was like, oh yeah, man, I had this when I was a kid. He's like, this is just back when you could just draw, and I would draw cars, and he would just pause, and I'd be like, okay. And what else? And I was like, what else did you draw? And he's like, yeah, man. And they locked us up, and I was like, what? I was
mean,
like,
he just switched like that.
he just switched lanes on me. He's like, and he was like, then they locked us up. And I was like,
Weird.
Hey, mental health is real.
Mental
It
health is
is
real.
Mental health.
think Congo, you
Check on
silly
your
as-
homies.
And-
check on your homies.
and
your family.
and
your
D
friends.
D
I
Nick
got nothing.
D Nick from the Microphone Misfits can back me up on how conversations
It was
with
uncomfortable.
Schoolie D were. They like he would just come these weird pauses, or he would just pick out a random comic book and tell you how him and his brother drew it over and over again. Not just one. Like when I say tell you over and over, the same story
What?
repeatedly. And that was my interaction with him. But he got up there and he did that Aqua Teen Hunger Force theme song like super crisp.
Speaking of Adult Swim shows, have you all ever watched the Oblongs?
I have watched the Oblongs.
Okay, I enjoyed the Oblongs. So obviously how weird as hell that show is. I met the creator to that one year, I think it was at Wizard World, and he was totally normal. So like hearing this story
Isn't
is
it
funny.
interesting?
He was like super cool. He was really funny too. And was just like regular dude.
Yeah.
So
I get it. And GQ, I was
So
stunned because like
funny.
I'm like, I'm meeting Schoolie D, and like he was actually kind of weird.
wow.
Like conversations were like I could not get a full conversation going with him. Yeah, he would just
Right.
pause, and I would just like, and what else we doing, Schoolie?
But was Stan Lee nice?
Stan Lee was real nice.
Yeah, Stanley.
Stanley
dope.
was
I never
He was
got to
dope.
meet him.
Stanley is real nice. I got to meet him one time before he was sick. I didn't meet him in the later years. I met him.
Early.
Like
Early
before
on,
Marvel.
yeah.
Before the Marvel movies, I should
Yeah, I
say.
met him before the Marvel movies at a
Nice.
convention. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
He was real nice. I
When
met
he
him
was
at-
still a little heavy.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Aw.
Put the
We-
mic.
We actually interviewed Schoolie D, bro.
Turn your mic on.
Turn your mic on.
Yeah, we actually
There we go.
interviewed him. So that's why I was asking, like, how was he? Because when we interviewed him, it was a totally different Schoolie D. He was more like kind of thuggish on some gang, you know,
Hey, is his mic good?
some street shit. You know what I'm saying?
You can see the feed right there.
Yeah, my mic on.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was asking you, like, damn.
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
going-
but once again, this is year. Like, what year did you do your interview?
Was he cool then?
yeah, he was cool.
What year was that?
We interviewed him last year.
Last year?
It might have just
Man,
been coaching.
Wow.
Yeah, he probably was just
Damn.
front on you.
Right. He was like,
Man.
this motherfucker here think he a rapper.
So I'm gonna tell him the
I mean, but
same
he didn't
story
know,
over and
I
over
was a
again.
rapper. He was at my comic book booth,
Oh.
so he didn't know I was a rapper. He's
This
at my
motherfucker
comic
think
book
he a
booth.
comic book expert.
So,
Damn.
so
I'm from the future. I know you're gonna do the
And you
Fly
know-
Nerd Group. I'm gonna destroy you now.
And you know, and you know, whenever you mention gangster rap,
yeah, you gotta go
D,
to the
Schoolie D name always come up. You know,
before
him, Jet-
KRS.
Yeah, before KRS, it's Schoolie D, Jess Ice,
Ice-T.
Ice-T, fucking
6 in the morning.
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So that's why I was like, damn.
Proper gangster rap when they were just dealing with reality
Yeah.
for what it is, not exploiting it or glamorizing.
I
it.
mean, maybe
Oh,
I caught.
it's
Maybe,
like,
maybe
I
he was
didn't
having a
even-
weird day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
even I didn't even know that was him on King of New York.
I didn't either actually,
Right. I'm like, what the hell? That's
That
Schoolie
came
D.
later.
I'm like,
because I didn't really know what he looked like for one. I ain't even gonna front.
Chiba, y'all.
So when you seen him, Schoolie, the first time you seen him,
I did not-
Did he look like anything you thought?
No,
Same.
That's
when I
why-
seen him, I was just like, what? Word?
like what's going on here? Like you look so normal.
Working Macy's or something.
Right? Like, what's going on?
Like, who are you, man? Like, it was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, you made Saturday Night and all those dusted out songs back in the day.
Like damn,
Mhm.
you cleaned up nice.
Hey, I got a hip hop question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Locks versus Dipset.
I
On
mean,
what level
well,
first?
you know what?
Just
Okay.
beat for beat, song for song.
Wait, who? You throwing this to all of us?
Yeah,
all right.
let's go.
I'm gonna give you.
Just Vax.
I'm gonna give you.
Just facts,
I'm gonna give you my opinion because, you know, I'm real cool. I'm real cool with Jada Kiss and Style P and Chic and them
No
guys
bias.
and shit.
Be super cooler.
No bias.
and bring it
So
here.
as far
There
as
you go.
bars, I'm rolling with the Locks. As far as hits, I'm going with Dipset.
Okay, hold on.
And I
Hold on.
think-
Let's talk.
okay.
and I
Hold on.
think-
Hold
and I
on.
think-
Alright.
And I think that's what. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The Locks got some hits too, but they don't got more hits like Dipset got hits.
But do they have?
But hold
bigger
on.
hits
Hold
than
on. Hold
Dipset?
on. Okay, so
Do they have any bigger hits? No, they don't.
bigger hits than
They don't
than
have
Dipset.
Who, the Locks?
I'm
I
trying to
don't think so.
All I
Locks?
got is
No.
Benjamin.
Their
I
first
think-
album, I think, what we gonna make it.
Yeah, I think when they did Benjamins with Puff.
That's it. The couple of joints.
Yeah, nothing like, oh snap! Like they definitely don't have the cult following that Dipset has.
No, because
Exactly.
the Dipset,
Yeah.
Dipset is historic.
Yeah.
And Dipset is like memes the group. The
For
rap-
real.
They are, I mean,
They were marketing like
They-
fucking like
the
Cameron
pink-
is a
the whole
marketing
pink
genius.
Yes, he
fur
is.
coat and shit, like,
Yeah,
what-
But see, that's the
Who
beauty.
else was
Each
doing
one of them
that?
was like us. Like each one of them had an extreme personality that was different from the other.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
Jim Jones and his whole rock star persona, he really brought that rock star shift to hip hop. And he was weird as fuck. The first time I saw his real hair after he took out his braids, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like this nigga West Coast as hell. And then you got like all the little ancillary motherfuckers that surrounded them with the Locks didn't really have.
Jewels.
They didn't have a movement.
Yeah.
Freaky
Now,
Zeke.
I don't want to take away from Rough
No,
Riders.
they
and
was
all
tight,
of
but the
that.
Right,
Rough Riders wasn't
but-
the same as the Locks with
Not the
Dipset
same.
was
Exactly.
Dipset.
Right.
Right. and-
Dipset was it.
Because
And-
Dipset, I'm swear to God, had cats wearing pink head to toe.
Pink,
Right.
hold on. They was wearing
Pink
pink
cars.
cars, and they had the ripped
Diamond
jeans with
earrings.
chains on the belt.
Yes.
And honestly, remember, Cameron do got bars. When
Cameron
he-
is cold.
And
bars.
Cameron would say
Remember,
ridiculous
That
shit.
fucking
He got
Remember.
computers puting.
freestyle.
He got
Remember.
computers puting.
Right,
That's all I
computers
care
puting.
about.
remember Children of the
That's
Corn?
top echelon.
Yes. What was it? Remember Killer Cam?
Children of
Killer
the Corn.
Cam.
Ja Rule.
It was
Okay,
Cam,
Killer
Big
Cam is
L,
different
and
from
Mace.
Cam.
Yeah, that was
Children of the Corn.
Children of the Corn.
Dude,
You know what I'm saying? So no, dude got bars. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
he
just,
been he say what he need to say.
I think he just flipped out when he said, he like, I'm on the west side of Chicago
Looking for a bust down.
Yo, because he knew.
Bust down.
I'm like,
now
when
what's
I
the
heard
fuss
that,
now? You like Buckshot Shorty duck down.
yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
When I heard that, I was like,
That
okay.
whole verse is actually.
Then he was like,
some dope.
you said something about you be beefing like Gyro
But-
because I used to get it in Ohio. Shit like that. You like,
But if all catalogs are included, then Jada himself is a monster.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, Jada,
Now, if
Jada,
they
it get
do
dangerous.
all catalogs,
It get dangerous.
if they do all catalogs, then Knock Yourself Out beats any hit the Dipset ever had.
well, let me-
no.
Bowling.
Nah,
I can't see. It's
Nah,
tough, man.
as a DJ,
it's
if I play
commercial
Knock Yourself Out,
versus-
people are, yeah. If I play Bowling, it's
Now,
going
that's
up.
a
Yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, Jim
That's
Jones
what I'm
shit,
saying.
too.
I'm about to count
Going
this
up.
green.
I
Jim
work in
Jones
clubs
goes
as
in.
well.
I'm about to count
And
this
I've been with
green
the
money in my
DJs.
big
Man.
SUV.
I've seen those records.
Dipset run the club.
Man.
Yeah.
Hey, old
Yeah.
boy back camp, it's going up.
Dipset,
whole floor
Dipset ran the
stands
club.
and
Even
get
when
busy.
You get some head nods out of Knock Yourself Out, but
Yeah, you get that, but
Yeah, like I said,
Man,
as far as
Ballin',
bars,
the
the
girls
girls got
get
it.
up.
But as far as hits, Dipset
but there's even moments
and I
where
think
the
Dipset
bars
gonna
with
win
Dipset is
because
cold.
they got more. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the Locks do got hits, but not more like. Damn, Dipset
Nah,
got win.
Dip was
And
iconic.
Dipset was just
I'm
ridiculous.
praying. Hey, dude, I'm
Like,
praying. I'm praying they do Dipset anthem tomorrow.
My goodness.
Oh, they
If they
have
do
to.
that,
My
They
goodness.
have
if
to.
they do that, I'll be like.
They have to.
That shit tomorrow.
They have to.
wow.
There's so many. There's so many.
Do they do that shit?
But hold on.
Oh my God.
But hold on. Let's include. If you think about mixtapes too, though,
Yes, sir.
now who we talking about? Automatically Dipset.
Automatically
if
Dipset.
mixtape, if it's mixtape,
Ah,
Dipset.
no, Styles P
No,
got
fuck that.
mixtapes.
Dipset's mixtapes. That's when they put them bars out.
That's
True.
true.
That's very true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
They went in on them fucking mixtapes. Like they was doing the Lil Wayne thing before Lil
Motherfuckers
Wayne.
like, man,
That's
fuck the
true.
Killing
national,
mixtape.
fuck the national anthem. That's
What-
Dipset anthem. That's the
what-
real national anthem. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what's overall gonna happen? It's gonna be a good show, but if it comes to stage show, Dipset also.
They're
has
two
it.
different crowds too.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
so you
That's
got
the problem.
Dipset in 2-3 categories.
Like
Yeah.
you put if
I
you had
mean,
to put them.
lyrically, I choose the Locks. Me personally, for
Me
my,
too.
For
That's
my
what I'm rolling
personal-
with. Yeah.
I think that's common knowledge.
for me, but for the so for hits and for stage show, I gotta go Dipset.
Yep.
Like to be honest, like I would be more excited to see Dipset live than to see Locks live
Yeah, I would.
because I feel the show would be better. While I know I will appreciate
they're a
the
different
Locks,
energy.
and it's a different energy.
They're totally different.
It's a different energy. I think I would.
So
give
like
it
you
a-
would want to put the Locks, like you would expect the Locks to perform with Mobb Deep.
yeah.
You would expect
Yeah.
Dipset to perform with like almost on the level of I wouldn't mind like the Dipset and Redman.
That would actually
I
be
can see that.
because
I
they're
can
both
see- that's what I would
They got a
curate.
lot of party
Yeah.
joints.
Yeah, that's what I
Right,
would
and they're
curate.
They would
silly.
drown Redman because of their party and club appeal.
But I think they're both as goofy.
I don't know.
though.
If you get
I think
Redman
they're
in his
both
prime,
as goofy.
in his
So it's
prime-
kinda
Personality and
fit.
character, yeah, that could work.
Redman
Nah,
had
I
in his
think-
prime. Redman's songs was club bangers.
That's
They
true.
were. They were.
I think if
And
you,
also, Redman's a hell of a performer.
I
Man,
think,
he
I
got
think
so
if
much-
you,
Yes, he is.
I think if you want
Yes,
to
he
out,
is.
I think if you want to outstate, now Redman is a heavyweight on stage, no fucking
But in terms
doubt.
of crew,
But if you want to turn, if the only chance he got against them as a crew is if Meth,
if he had
Yeah.
Meth,
Yeah,
That him and
yeah,
Meth?
yeah, he
Oh,
had to
yeah,
bring
him and
Meth.
Meth are
Because-
unstoppable.
because they all they gotta do is the Rock Wild.
Or if you
Right, right.
or you throw Def Squad on there with him.
But shit,
Or Def
but
Squad.
dude,
Def
So
Squad.
Keith,
Squad, yeah.
dude,
so Keith,
Redman by
Keith
himself
is
is,
a
dope. I seen
yeah.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
I saw them live on stage by
Yeah, no,
himself,
and
and he
we're
a
saying,
beast.
yeah, and we're saying that he could definitely
Hold his own,
hold
right.
his own against them, but to overtake them,
There's a
He would
But
have
you
to
appeal.
bring Meth
There's
into
an
it?
appeal that
There's
he
an
has
appeal.
to beat.
Yeah,
And
there's
that's
an
what I'm
Right,
saying.
that's true.
and Meth
No,
will-
Redman my number one.
But-
I got money on Red.
Me
But
too.
he
I gotta roll with
he
Redman,
gotta
too.
crack that appeal. As soon as he do that,
Yeah.
then everything goes.
But
Yeah,
Man.
but Def Squad is because Keith Murray is a beast on
Keith,
stage.
yeah.
Keith,
Let's
yeah,
see,
Keith is
Yeah,
nasty.
even when Keith do songs I don't like, I mean,
The most beautifulest thing in the world.
And he a brawler too.
Dude,
Oh,
back
he's a
when
nut.
That motherfucker
the
throwing shit.
Fly
motherfucker
store
throwing-
was open
Hey,
in
remember
Hyde
the
Park.
Shrine, GQ?
Huh.
Remember the Shrine?
with Keith Murray.
Yeah, Keith Murray. It was Def Squad. It was Redman, Eric Sermon, and Keith Murray.
I'm trying to remember if I was at that
You
show.
wasn't there?
Nah.
that show
I
was,
was
I,
there.
I,
That
I
shit
saw
was
the
awesome.
pictures from that joint. That
yeah,
show was
yeah,
huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Kaz, you remember when the Fly store was open? And
Yeah.
Dave Jeff used to put on
Yeah.
shows out
He
in
brought
Harper
Keith
Court.
Murray. Yeah, Dave Jeff
when he
brought
brought Keith Murray out there, Keith shut down Hyde
Yeah.
Park. Like I went to go see him. I'm like, this is gonna be a cool little rap show. No, Keith had old ladies like, hey baby, you back. I mean, he was snapping.
I think you know what? That day he had brought
Keith
Keith
is
Murray
wild.
and
Keith
what's
is
his name?
wild.
Skills.
Yeah,
Mad
yeah,
Skills.
yeah.
It was Mad Skills and Keith Murray he brung that day.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
I
that's a
remember
fucking,
that.
that's a heavy
Killed it.
hitting shit.
Like it was
Whoa.
crazy, dude.
Hey,
I was
Skills
like,
is man, dude.
Skills
Skills.
is another
Is a
person.
monster.
Another slept-on
When I,
MC.
when I heard Skills' first album, that was one like record album that kind of reminded me of the Acrobats in a way, because like those little crew songs he had on there, those MCs were intricate as fuck. I was like, God damn. But
Another underrated
Flashback.
MC, man.
And Skills is very
hip-hop
much
flashback.
Bless you.
on some
That's just like
on some pug shit
Yeah.
with his freestyles that he does.
That's just like I was talking to my boy about Casual. I'm like, dude, why is Cat sleeping
Shut
on
up,
Casual, man?
because they didn't really know Casual back then because they wasn't really into hip hop.
And that's the thing. They was so much into their own. Niggas didn't
That nigga.
recognize all
Have
of
you
that.
heard some of the
Yeah.
shit he been saying lately?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah!
Oh.
Shout out to Casual.
Yeah,
yo.
shout out to
Shout out to
Casual,
Casual,
man.
my
Salute.
nigga.
Shout out to Hyro, period.
Shout out to Hyro
Hyro
Imperial.
Yeah,
Casual
definitely,
threw
man.
himself in the battle and said, if Lupe had a chose me and spit some nasty shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, he like, fuck it, I'm just coming at everybody head, man. And he
Casual
did
The
that.
is
line,
always low.
but here's the funny part. He did that line in there when he was talking about he said, what's a swordsman to a archer? But I thought he was just lining up, and then I go to his IG, and he a fucking master archer.
yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
he's
This
a
nigga
master
Hawkeye.
archer. Yeah, he's
He's
Hawkeye.
really Hawkeye.
Casual is Hawkeye.
And he'll
yes.
sit there and casually look. He walked from the
Wow.
target. He was like, "Hey, yo, I gotta compensate for win. I'm gonna walk these 100 yards." And then he go and grab the fucking bow and arrow. And he was like, "Watch this, boom." And he was like, "See, I'm compensating for win, but look, I'm gonna line another one up less than an inch."
Yeah.
And then he was like,
Damn,
"Boom."
Rambo.
Then he walked back, and he was the first one is right in the center of the target, and the next one is less than an inch away. And he was like,
Casual
"Oh,
is
this
a
I told you,
scientist.
I compensated for the win. I'm
Yeah.
a fucking target
Yeah,
master."
he's a scientist, bro. He
He
a
shut-
craftsman.
I was like, you
Bruh,
spitting bars.
that
That's
is
true.
what-
Hey,
It's
that
what a
interview,
ca- it's what a
you and
Casual.
Casual had the other day, that was a dope ass interview too,
Thanks,
man.
salute.
Yeah,
salute.
see, you
Thanks,
see what's
Chief.
going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
When
when
Cos-
Casual was on that song with Dale, I forgot the name of the song, but I remember the line when he said, "You're like Hanna-Barbera, and I'm more like Hannah the Barbarian." And I was like, damn. Like, do you know what Hanna-Barbera is? And that to that?
Yeah,
like,
Casual
cartoon,
serious.
and I'm like conquering worlds.
Yeah, he definitely slept on MC.
And,
man.
and to be fair, and I'm sure he'll attest to this, there's a phase where he was very much doing it like a job. And I don't mean that in the sense that because he's no matter what he spit, but he was very much he was very almost like very standard in his pace. He didn't bring a lot of energy to the vibe. Like he was just going, spitting. Yeah, I'm here doing this because I know I'm dope and y'all need to hear it. But then these bars that he been spitting lately on his IG, it's a whole nother level of energy.
Totally
Yeah,
upper
definitely.
echelon.
It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? If you could have did
But
this all
that's
alone.
a trickle of this whole bars thing that's been going on with Royce and Lupe. Royce taking a long time to respond, so other
Mickey
MCs are
Facts.
jumping
They
in.
getting in. They getting
Yeah,
answers. they want
Loaded Lux,
They get a spark.
Daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
My
Daylight
man,
wanted
Four
it.
Eyes.
Daylight said,
yeah,
Man,
Four
Four
Eyes
Eyes.
is hitting
Four Eyes.
Four Eyes.
Man.
From the
Shout out to
Lunatic, right?
Four Eyes, G.
Man,
like
yeah.
he's actually,
Ultra Beast.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
All these cats coming out now with Ransom and RJ Payne.
Yo,
Oh, that album,
Dude,
with,
the Red
oh.
Wedding. If that's aimed at Royce, he should not say anything.
Nah,
Because that song goes.
Who you talking about? RJ Payne or Ransom?
Yes.
No, they got
All
a song
of 'em.
together. It's RJ Payne and Ransom. They have a song together called Red Wedding. And if
Ooh,
Oh,
I'm
that's that song.
goodness,
Yeah.
that song
yeah,
is
man.
whoa,
That
yeah,
dude, hey.
they lit Royce up, man. They
You
lit,
know,
whoa.
I've been up on Ransom, but I kind of like, what's his name? Vic Spencer. He like really hit me like, man, GQ, check out my nigga Ransom. And I
Shout
checked
out to
dude,
Vic Spencer,
Yeah,
too.
shout out
Man,
Vic.
yeah,
For
man,
sure.
and I checked this shit. I'm like, this
all
dude
your
is a
fly
fucking
kicks.
animal. man.
Director's cut.
Yeah, I'm
we
like,
coming right up behind him
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, he's ill.
You
He's
know
ill.
that. We
yeah.
coming with them fly kicks. We got you, Vic.
Yeah, he is definitely ill. But yeah, I heard the Red Wedding, and I'm like, no, I was like, Royce should not like. It's taking him too long already.
Well, looks
Now
like he
just-
listened to you anyway. So
Now just don't. Just don't.
see,
Stop
that's what
it.
this is all about. We could blame Cochise for why Royce ain't responding.
That's fucked up, Coach Cheese. Because I wanted him
It's
to
all
say
because you told him
something.
don't respond.
It's
you know
too
what?
late.
You know what I think they
It's too
trying to
late.
do?
It's too late.
I think they trying to bring the old, ignorant, disrespectful Royce the 5'9" out.
No,
And
he
he-
started all this
But
shit.
he started it.
Wait,
Royce started it.
this.
Royce
Roy
kicked this
started
off.
that
He can't
because
back up his own
Ransom and RJ, just on some rapper shit, were like, "Hey, you know what? We're the best right now." They just said that on Twitter.
Wasn't talking about nobody else. They said
Nobody
we
in
the best.
particular.
I ain't talking about you. I'm
know,
talking about me.
Every rapper says, "Yeah, you ain't better than me. I'm the god." And then Royce was like, "Oh, really?" He did a whole IG.
But did you check
rant.
boxes?
You check boxes? Yeah, check your boxes, dog. You ain't no killer. You can rap, but you ain't no killer.
Somebody said Young Guru and Loaded Lux kind of instigated it up too a little
They
bit.
did. They
Listen,
did.
I mean,
They,
but
they
listen.
instigated, but Royce started. Royce
At the
tipped
end of
it
the
off.
day,
They did.
He tipped it off.
as Royce keeps on
Royce
projecting.
took the bait. I just play it to you.
But
like
here's
that.
the thing. Royce keeps
took the
having this
bait.
conversation with Mickey Fax, right? And in the conversation with Mickey Fax, he constantly telling him about self-control and your emotions in control and grown men and this how and we,
Yeah,
you know, this,
all
that, and the
that
third.
bullshit.
But the whole thing started with him being disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what happened. This is a classic case of he picked a fight. He threw first. and then that 3-piece spicy came back at him, and he couldn't handle it. It's too spicy.
That burger with gyro on
It's
it.
too spicy, and
That
so
burger with gyro meat on it.
and so instead of even trying to come back,
That West Side came out.
instead of trying to come back, he goes out here and is like, well, the food just didn't agree with me, and I don't want to eat this meal.
No,
You know what I'm
let's
saying?
be blunt. You can't say that in a battle. You're not supposed to sound mad when you battle.
Yeah, man.
That sounded
And
personal.
niggas
Check all the
niggas be using a lot of multi-syllable big ass words in their lyrics. I'm like,
Look, we don't want to. We know you know how to rap.
yeah.
This is just shut.
Mickey Fax was like that. Banana. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And it was,
So-
and it's cool if he would just like, cause the whole thing is we know Royce can go the other way. Royce don't have to do that.
But
Right.
But what is it?
it's
What-
it's okay. It's a
what
month.
is it, though?
It's over a month now,
He got
and
an
like
album.
multiple people have taken shots at you, dude. You haven't come back. I don't think he should now. Fuck it. What is he gonna
Would you be
gain?
mad if Royce got an album coming out and after the album come out, then they gonna kiss and make up and the podcast gonna go starting up again?
If that was to happen, then I would. Then yeah,
I could see that happening.
if that was to happen.
If it's publicity,
If it's publicity, then I guess whatever, man.
because I'm
Then
That's what I,
everything
that's
is
what I,
wrestling.
me personally,
Well,
that's what I think
Everything
it is.
is wrestling because I think there was some sharp, deep cuts when it came to the lines.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, somebody
Put in
gotta
the
be
MC. When you battle MC, you say certain things.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he-
But you
know,
put the
like-
tax on the ground
Like
and
if
then,
I
you know,
battled you and said some deep cuts, I don't know if we
nah,
would.
yeah, we ain't.
Nah,
putting
you
that
put
in
you
there.
put
know what I mean? Like,
nah,
that's
no,
what I'm
because look, the
saying.
deep cuts
I don't know
is
about
is
that.
Ric Flair on the ground and then he got the razor in his shorts and then he cut his forehead. You know what I'm saying? There's blood everywhere. we thinking that shit real.
You can't take an L. You can't. Why would you put yourself in a position to
Listen,
take an L? To
if
sell a
Ice Cube
record?
and Common
To
could
sell a
make up,
record?
could kiss and make up, then anybody can.
Yeah, but
you're right.
But
you're
that's
right.
different though. That wasn't set up.
Yeah, that
wasn't-
was a,
But
that
I'm
was a,
saying when it's
That
set
was
up, you
nat-
know
that was organic.
that
that
was
was
a
a totally
ceasefire.
that was a totally
That's a
different era
ceasefire.
then. You know what I'm saying?
But that's a ceasefire.
It shouldn't be because they supposed
That's
to be
different.
from
And that was a
the
ceasefire.
cold
That's a
and cold.
ceasefire.
Yeah.
That's a ceasefire.
But it was organic. It,
It
wasn't
was.
like Common. Hey man, I'm about to dish y'all coast and shit.
And Ice Cube, and you know what?
You
Ice
know.
Cube called when he did that that was the gangbanging comment he
Yeah,
called.
yeah.
He
yeah.
caught
Because-
the game banging Common.
Yeah,
But
because-
this was the Cube.
He said you getting backed in the what he
Hey,
say?
You back
Back
to your
up,
back into a four-corner
Lying
hustler,
on your-
lying on your dick.
And you use how you're learning. Don't take
Dude,
my words out of.
And then peep this out.
Yo.
And then peep this out.
Calm down.
And then peep this out. What do you call that music fest that be going on in Atlanta?
Oh yeah,
Freaknik?
No.
A3.
Oh.
A3. They got the
That's
A3
the only
Fest.
one I knew of.
Ice, look here.
Mox.
Cosmo,
was the
what's on
only
your
one I know.
mind?
Peep
That's
this
the
out.
only one
During
I
that
know.
time that this came out,
Say yes.
at the A3 Fest, Ice Cube, WC Mac 10,
Yeah, they
and their
came
guys out there, Common out there with his guys, about 30, 40 motherfuckers. Common looking at Ice Cube like, nigga, what's up?
That's
You know what I'm saying?
Common.
That was the game banging
That's
thug
Common.
Common.
Common who went on stage at the
That's
Oak
right.
Theater
Hey,
and
but
tried to
that's-
fight
that's the same-
Daz Effects.
But that's that same night.
Yeah.
that,
Yeah, he punched dude from Daz Effect in the face.
He ran up on him.
He was about to get into it with Drake. Dude,
He
walked,
should- I
yeah.
want
he
to beat
walked up
Drake's
on
ass.
Drake. He walked up on Drake, was about to whoop Drake ass. You know who jumped in the
wish he
middle and
would
stopped the
now.
fight? Drake father. Drake father. No, Drake father. His real father.
Right. We had champagne in the back.
His father. His father.
Poppy.
His father
Champagne.
jumped in.
With his phony ass friend
His old man
Rick
was like, "Hey
Ross.
man, y'all, come on, man, y'all bigger than that, man. Y'all don't need to do it." And but guess what? They was fighting over though. Serena Williams.
Oh my
Legit.
God! Of course.
Legit.
and she
Know what I'm
got
saying?
she got with the Reddit guy. Way to go, fellas.
Neither one of y'all had
Right,
enough
way
money.
to go, idiot.
Way to go, fellas.
Battle of the light skins.
Hold on.
Right.
Let-
Oh God,
let me
that's what it was.
Let me take it back. Let me take it back to the 90s for a
Oh, my
second.
goodness.
Simping ain't easy.
Yeah, let that be a lesson
right,
to
you know what I'm
you don't fight over people that you're
But
trying to date.
Drake, I mean, not to make this love and hip hop like, but Drake notoriously apparently goes after other people's women, so that's his fucking
Yeah.
problem.
Because it's easier for
Somebody
him.
probably
And take
needs to
them out
beat
like
Drake ass.
stadium.
Because he don't want to. He don't
dates
want
and
one. He
shit.
just want
He
to borrow.
just want other people's.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh,
I
y'all,
just
he-
Is that some
he
invented shit?
He Derek Fishers them.
Yeah,
oh,
Is that
okay.
some
Yeah.
power shit?
That's
It
power.
is.
That's a power trip.
That's, yeah,
Man,
he's
look here.
That's a power
weirdo.
I mean,
trip.
if we want to
Hey.
get into psychology of
A,
it.
That's a
mem-
power
a
trip.
memorable moment in hip hop in Chicago, and Cosmo and B-Vax, I know y'all probably remember this. Wu-Tang Clan at Operation Push.
I knew you was gonna go there.
Oh.
Thank you.
when the shooting
This
happened.
deserves
And the
your
shooting
own
happened,
episode.
right?
Shooting
Oh, you remember,
happened.
right? You remember that, yeah.
We could do this now.
This what happened. You remember? Oh, B-Vax, you remember that, right?
Needs a
I'm
zoom
afraid
in
so. I'm
cam
just
for
like-
that.
This what happened.
facial
Yeah, we gotta
You
do
was
the Cosmo
there?
face.
You was there?
I was not there.
I was
Thank
there.
God.
I was there.
So let's.
This what happened.
What's happening?
The GDs and the Titanic Stones got into it.
They got into
And for
it.
some reason, Wu-Tang got caught in the middle of it.
Nah, so
Now, peep this out.
No,
It was
wait,
two
wait, wait,
promoters.
because
It
I
was two
was-
promoters of the
it was
show.
Tone.
Tone Be Nimble
Uh-huh.
and the GD dude that Tone was working with.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, because Wu-Tang whooped his ass because they didn't get the rest of their money that day.
That
So-
doesn't even sound
Hey,
right. The
hey,
GD dude
hey,
told me
hey,
Nimble
hey,
was working
real
with
talk. You know Ghostface verse on Fourth Chamber
Yeah.
with the promoters, Chicago.
He talking about that.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about that. So it's actually true.
Yeah,
So I was in the crowd, so I didn't know all. See, that deserves to be a movie too.
Nah.
But no, because that was going on in the background. Like as
Yeah,
a
yeah,
photographer,
yeah.
I know things happen behind the scenes and why the show goes on. You know, it's all set up. So look, them motherfuckers was wild. They came up in the motherfucking place. I don't even know how they got in the building, but they walked straight to the building, to the front stage. Ghostface, he's performing. I don't know if I should tell this story.
Nah, don't tell it, sir. Keep that
Oh.
down. Nah, don't do
Go
that.
ahead,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
Well,
nah,
I
nah,
could
nah.
I could tell it.
Well, yeah, it's on you. It's not.
I could tell it. I could tell it. I could.
Well, it was
I
some
remember the part-
gangbanging involved, and Ghostface wasn't with it, and then
Right.
some mishap.
And Ghostface he threw a beer bottle in the
He gonna go
crowd.
anyway.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hey,
All-
this
all
is
hell-
not Fly Nerd Group talking.
hey,
Ghost, I love you, but this is how we talked when I met him in Miami. I told him we
and
talked
all
about
hell
this shit,
broke.
so it was
All
good.
hell broke loose.
All hell broke loose after that motherfucker.
Yo, let's.
And yo, but the dopest thing about it, Glaciers of Ice. This is when Purple Tape first came out. Right. So Glaciers of Ice is blaring, and he did that shit, and like everybody ready to fight, and the instrumental was just beating. You like, dude, this is like the ultimate fight music. Like you understand what Wu-Tang is about.
Right.
Start seeing this
I see
shit.
one of them. I
'Cause
see
it's
one
like,
of them.
yo, I ain't. First of all, the accurate ain't moving. The
I
fuck
see
does.
one of the
Who throws a
most-
bottle back at the crowd and hit the nigga that threw it back in? Like, who does that type
So-
of
Hey,
thing?
I see one of the most blindside Raekwon. I'm talking about stole off from the blind side. You see Ghostface jumped off the stage head first into the crowd.
Yo,
he took his
The
shirt off.
and
What?
then jumped into the crowd head first. Yeah.
Yeah, I've only
Yeah,
heard
that shit is real.
heard it in bar stories about Ghostface jumping in the crowd here. I've only
Hey, do
heard.
y'all,
Yeah.
did any of y'all know Fear?
Yeah, I know
You remember
Fear. That's
Fear?
my brother.
So-
He talking about Chirac Fear, light skin
Fear-
graffiti.
Fear Law?
Fear Allah, yeah, wear
So,
glasses.
Yeah, so at Club AC years back, we was there with we was there with Wu. And this is back when First Lady was on radio and everything.
I used to work with her.
Yeah,
106 Jams.
So we was there with Fear, or Fear showed up doing his Fear shit. This is why he was talking heavy New Wabi shit. So
Dr. Malachi's New York.
Yeah, he made a comment, and like Ghost kind of heard it from the side, and then turned around. Who the
What
fuck
you say, son?
Right. And then before we knew it, Killer Bees swarmed and had Fear surrounded.
Wow.
And so they was really getting to get him. And it was some individuals here, some
Hey
OG.
man,
some
Ghost
OG
is cool. I kicked it with Ghost.
No, I
No, he
kicked
was
it
cool.
too.
with
He
Ghost
cool
and
as
Chic.
fuck.
I kicked it with Ghost and Chic in VIP. Like it's
He's real.
It's a crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
All of
I
them
love
some
it.
real. They
I
all
call
some
them
real ass
Uncle Ghostface
niggas.
when I
They
see him.
real.
He Uncle
They all
Ghostface.
some real ass niggas, man. Raekwon,
Raekwon
ODB.
too. Man, that Mark.
And they
drunk
argue
like
a lot.
Fifth of Henny, right in your face. What up, son? Have a good night.
Take that,
man.
take that, son. Nah,
Right, right.
son.
So
No, but
Yeah,
they-
we ain't gonna say no more about that.
It's all
we'll
good.
wait until after because I want to hear this story.
Oh,
I've never.
yeah,
I
we-
want to know
we-
the details.
We
of
can
this.
we can definitely do we can tell some stories after things
Right after we're not on.
After this-
after we're not
This,
broadcasting.
this
But yo,
is hot,
this has been a great episode. I want to thank GQ for coming out and hanging with
Man,
us.
thanks, bro.
Shout out
Yes,
GQ.
sir.
Hey.
You're welcome back anytime, G.
No problem, man.
Peace. Hey yo,
What's
once
that?
again, big shout out to Sean Rocker, IMG Music for holding us down. Letting us
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sean Rocker,
IMG Music providing the soundscape.
Wait. Go ahead.
B-Vax.
Go ahead, B-Vax. I wait for your
Providing the
DJ.
soundscape. I
He's talking over it. That's okay.
Do it again.
Do what the guy just did. Yeah, hold on.
What? DJ B.
Oh, there we. That's why.
Yes.
there we go.
Waiting for that.
DJ B-Vax been holding us down all night with the dope sounds and the dope interjections. Thank you for your input, brothers, spinning the records. And and as usual, to my right is,
Ambi Warhol.
right to my left.
It's Cosmo Galactus, but I got a few shout outs.
Oh, yeah, shout out. Okay.
Oh.
I just want to shout out like First Aid Comics. I
Shout
want
out
to shout
First
out
Aid.
Quake
Shout out.
Collectibles.
Word.
I want to shout out
Ooh, the Quakes.
Kapow, Quake Collectibles, Kapow Collectibles, Abby Toys. All these little places I've been getting figures from for the Lolo and shit.
Hey, hold up.
Hero, Fugi.
Word. Let's do a sneaker check right quick. A sneaker check.
What's up?
What's
Mine are exciting today, so
Aw.
you all.
I don't know.
We need to get some sneaker checks right quick.
I'm wearing some Air Max Infinities. I don't know if they can be seen. I mean,
He about to bring the.
Right.
I
I was just, you
I
all
do
shoes
yoga,
look cool.
so I
So
can-
we gonna have to put it right
stretch.
there in the space.
I'm
Yeah,
wearing
we about to do the sneaker check for y'all. Fly Nerd check.
bubblegum in the dish.
Well, there's a reason why Fly Nerd is fly. Like we really are.
Right.
We stay fly.
Exactly.
Yo, big ups to Sean Rocker for just being like,
On point.
man,
on
he
point.
is the guy in the
What
chair.
we doing? What we doing? There we go. Sneaker check. What? Put all your sneakers in.
Right.
Put all your sneakers in.
Yo,
Yeah.
Hold on.
That doesn't work. Right.
it's right there at me. They can see me. There we go.
I'm always chilling.
Ooh, guys, I like that.
These the Al Capones,
Yeah, those are
though.
dope.
Man.
Damn nasty.
For sure.
We got
for sure.
sneakers. See,
Well, that,
we put the Fly Nerd.
The blue
like,
and creams.
I
Know what
don't
I'm saying?
even. I don't even.
All you die.
Wait, all you die is this section right here, son. That's all you die right here, yo.
Ooh, I'm gonna rock him this summer.
Shout out to
There we go.
Ghostface. I would love to have you on the Fly Nerd group.
Yeah, talk your shit. Why do you want it to be called Stark?
All of that.
Yeah,
Ghost.
yeah, Ghostface.
Yeah, we
Can you make this? Come on, GQ. We're talking about Ghostface, Raekwon, and Jizza coming soon.
Make it happen. because GQ
We're out.
works for
this is pleasure.
a hip hop internet blog. So yeah, man,
This is pleasure, not business.
you should make that happen.
apparently Kaz is done for the day. So yo, this has been the Fly Nerd Group Prime Time. Coach E Soul Star to my right.
Ambi Warhol.
Kaz moved on at the end.
Moxie.
All right. It has been a great time. Ghostface
yes.
Killer, if you hear this and you see this, please come visit
Any
us.
of y'all hip hop nerds, come at us.
Come at us.
Yeah.
All
We
of
love
you.
having
We love you
Word
all.
up.
Or any nerds for that matter. We'll
Word up.
take
And
all
good
of you.
night.
Peace.
Peace.
B-Vax about to do his thing.
Urbanize, y'all say music. Urbanize, music. Urbanize, music. When I say urbanize, y'all say music. Urbanize, music. Urbanize, music. Hey yo, bars unlimited. Beats on some killer shit. Your verse like touching tits with no hands, I'm not feeling it. Always on that Chi-Town shit, I'm too old not to represent. No tolerance for ignorance, lack of due diligence. Still I grind daily, promoters still pay me. I'm always on your mind, so I'm glad y'all haters hate me. I never claim titles, don't y'all ever underrate me. Abort your whole career, Planned Parenthood, no babies. No doubts, no maybes. Half y'all people crazy, have y'all barking like Arsenio, foaming like rabies. While most of y'all out here can't seem to act right, thinking you the shit when you ain't close to an ass fight. I done killed millions of rappers like you in my past life. Everything's cool, just make sure that my cash right. Some are just amazed how Cool Out can smash mics over DJ Allo Productions. No questions, don't ask why. When I say urbanize, y'all say music. Urbanize, music. Urbanize, music. When I say urbanize, y'all say music. Urbanize, music. Urbanize, music.
People ask how we say fly. We every brick in the city urbanized, and we gon' stay shy. Bet it, we better than most cats who veteran. Late night like Letterman, sink cruise like sediment. I'm God's gift. Even heaven knows I'm heaven sent. Reposted for a follow, shoulda hashtag this. You Mac for the record, Nina and Cool Out Chris. Ayo, it's urbanized, baby, cause it's hard to miss. See me living in my element. This rap is just a testament, and what you saying, yo, is 10 times irrelevant. You ain't even down like this. You ain't been around like this, and you ain't on this bill. Why? Cause you can't rip a crowd like this. Under the cover, recovering post-mortem. Skill slaughtered, plan thwarted, aborted. Your man's courted. From a chick with mad skill, who's so ill, humble as fuck, but don't flaunt it. Now bring it in for a big old hug. Fresh like a beast, cause we showing them love. From the Windy City, baby, so they never forget. CRN chapter 4, urbanized respect.
Yeah, these are the days of our lives. Is the love real? I see the hate in disguise. If you getting money, people pray on your demise. Time's getting hard, see the glaze in my eyes. Black people slaves to the prize. Cars, money, and jewelry straining your eyes. I had to take a page from the wise. Homeschool your kids, take care of your wives. America, can you hear the cries? Land of the free, even sugar taxes high. They wanna send my soul to the sky. The army is free, but education costs rise. Let's go. I'm stuck low, searching for my highs. Trying to hit a lick, divisor, playing with my guys. And I ain't never won, I just overcame the tries. And I'ma live forever, I ain't never gonna die. Feel more.
Get up in my vibe, read between the lines. The realest ones never die, we just multiply. I want it better than ever, you see it in my eyes. Living life, going now, immortalized.
What you want before it drop? The casket top, bouquets and thoughts, screaming bring you back. Self-righteous the top, big you an icon. Double screen, remove it, them hedges, he got that crown on. Shoot it off quicker than Cardi B in a stripper home. Penitent, pillin', sinning, offensive, I'm the sickest on, no way out. Sean Combs, unforgettable. Cycle is cynical, pistol loaded, defending views that the money is power, pushing to kill me cruising. Forward, killers cruising, Scientology. Voided God's body, so every bullet is Sodom. See, assault and poverty, prostitutes used to bother me. Numb to it, titties are currency, autopilot speech. That's what the ghetto doing to my blackest brothers. Strange freedom has been the story to ache his mother. The hate is deep and I hate the way that they kill his brothers. They take us every day for nothing, so prayers up.
Get up in my vibe, read between the lines. The realest ones never die, we just multiply. I want it better than ever, you see it in my eyes. Living life, going out, immortalized. No weapon formed against me shall ever prosper. They wanna run with it, hovering like some helicopters. I've been rolling like a soldier, give me Medal of Honor. Ghetto persona, stepping foot on Americanas. Smoke leaving my my mouth and enter through my nose. Memoirs and golden braille scripted on my bones. Bulletproof soul, high powers take control. On the most rockiest road, you see me skating on. When rising to the top, better hope it's taking long. So you have a better story told when the days is gone. Die immortal, you can't believe what's right before you. Got their heads spinning so fast, it might create a portal. A better exorcist, I'm tearing through the delicate. Near the scar made with the toupee of a president. On a day of reckoning, pop the trunk like an elephant. Pouring out the liquor, spirits hella bit, immortalized. Get up in my vibe, read between the lines. The realest ones never die, we just multiply. I want it better than ever, you see it in my eyes. Living life, going out, immortalized.
Rule 1, J.U. Rule 1, J.U. Rule 1, J.U. Yeah, ill state. Talk to him, Rule.
Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on.
You, your crew, and your DJ.
Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on. Dumb hot, I'll wreck you and your young flock. Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on.
It needs to stop running off at the mouth.
Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on.
The incredible. Hey, Big Juice ready to checkmate and shit like KO Pectate. I rock the rugged Rule 1 to make them spectate. Like them niggas from the west side, we just connect states. Rip it for as much time as getting my respect takes. Underground sound, he got these faggot niggas set straight. The way you rap and study my style, you should expect hate. So what you think, son? How many bullets can your leg take? My tech take less than 2 rounds to make the head shake. If he can't rap, he getting twisted like a dread 8. And dumped at the bottom of the river, left for dead weight. The way these eclectic niggas rap, I just eject tapes. I'd rather surf the net for naked bitches using Netscape. But when it's time to take cats to war, I let the sex wait. Catch you while you sitting in front of your TV set late. I'm the type to call a news conference and let the press wait. And only say some dumb shit like, yo, this is the best date. That's your bitch, well tell that hoe I like the way her breast shape. And don't be trying to take her out to dinner, son, she just ate. Crews vanishing, I'm burning CDs and cassette tapes. It's Rule ravishing, and J.U.H. when we connect papes. I concentrate with lyrics, every single line is set great. Before we crucify him, my disciples let us bread break. And if you wanna take shit to the cannabis and clef state, I choke you till you leaving from the battle in the neck brace.
Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on.
You, your crew, and your DJ.
Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on. Dumb hot, I'll wreck you and the young flock. Come and pay me your visit if you wanna get it on. Rhyme fresh, nice since I started and it's still dope. Eyes red like somebody farted on my pillow. I've spent time underground like armadillos or the worms and snakes. Every word I say is still exposed. Crawling out of the dirt, crawling out all the worst. Exhausted with my research, I scroll it down in a verse. I'm so out of space like I'm fry from Futurama. No time to waste, so I fly above the drama. Hand me a bag of Scooby snacks, I'll face any monster with the courage of a Great Dane. Facing a Chihuahua, you ain't half as raw. You're like Delma with the glasses off, chasing after frauds, but you're blind and lost. I'm the spice in the sauce, kinda like the lightning that caused all life to evolve. Just a biogenesis talk. Your rhetoric's lost on me, I don't hear you at all. I'm here for cheers and applause or some beers in a bong. No courses in physics, but I'm in a superposition, some sort of a mortician. We kill the composition, you really on competition. Spilling art like it's jism, we live it, exposing true colors like a prism. Forget burning witches and religious inquisitions. I'll visit you in the vision and get you to switch convictions. Check my exposition, did your worthless opinion, you want it, go and get it. Nothing worth it is given, write it down. Get a buzz, feel the vibe, raw rhymes, be in time, rock the crowd, get 'em hype, no doubt. You know it's all about raw rhymes.
Waking and baking, hard navigating amidst the clouds. Pen in my hand, no faking, break taking or fucking around. Make no mistake, I'm fixing to break through this underground. Shut it down, put my imprint on Chicago sound. The mood is changing like we're dealing with menstruation. Overnight sensations wasted off the Ronigo inflation. But one thing that's so amazing about the city that I stay in is that they sit waiting patiently for lyricists to save them. The wait is over, it's time. Chicago made voice of the voiceless. Hear the noises, their mind rip us off the stage. The time to waste just blows minds. Right here, the tiny taste, a little ray of my shine. Bosco, I'm the rawest. This is batting practice level 1. I'm simply being honest. This together hurt just like a broken promise. Turn around to see who's there, and there is no one gaining on us.
I was just playing with you, but now I'll be for real. I was just playing with you, but now I'll be for real. I was just playing with you, but now I'll be for real.
Southside drama. Sell yours, you know what I'm saying? Check it out, Yo, gunshots leave my peoples in grave plots. The bodies get subtracted off the corners and block. Head tops get split by other brothers and cops. Born a coke and a crack, made life a fast habitat. We got love for green like a human herbivore. Prayer part like wild carnivore. You grip the steel just to rock a jig in his face. We came from building pyramids to an uncivil race. Displaced from a land of being wealthy. Brought by force to sex and subsidies based on poverty. Mixed with undivided attempts for getting paid. If you're getting too much, Joe, you're gonna get sprayed. My people's losing soul to a smaller version of a missile. A steady aim leads to open flesh and body tissue. Mad metal be flying into fatal. We're killing. My people's eyes, I got them feeling. The armor in your hand makes you feel like God. My place of rest is central homicide, where skins get scarred. You live by the pound, souls are lost for real. But it seems like it's eternal when you hold it still. The armor in your hand makes you feel like God. My place of rest is central homicide, where skins get scarred. You live by the pound, souls are lost for real. But it seems like it's eternal when you hold it still.
True indeed, I am eyes. I understand to the fullest, cause I know what it's like to be on decks dodging bullets. Sometimes it's going outside is Russian roulette or marathons, where these brothers bustin' you jet. But I bother that the pistol that they hold won't be no starter when they all souped up from Scarface and the Godfather. Few wanna be heroes and none wanna be martyrs. The competition, it's all about who be the hardest. So I might hold heat, but not so I can feel like God. Like I say, spots I be so many wanna be hard. So if a mob pull his sword, I'm gonna be like on guard. Cause these streets like riverboats and stars try to pull cards. And when it's time to get even, it's like 10 to 1 odds that he got his iron on his person or in his car. At the age of 14, I caught my only bullet scar with a blessing. That shell was like 2 inches from my heart, so I stay on my square. In other words, prepared. Cause cats' favorite lines is I don't care and I ain't scared. It's hard to breathe positive with all this hate in the air. Just a shady game of life, and some say life ain't fair.
The armor in your hand makes you feel like God. My place of rest is central homicide, where skins get scarred. You living by the pound, souls are lost for real. But it seems like it's eternal when you hold it still. The armor in your hand makes you feel like God. My place of rest is central homicide, where skins get scarred.
Yo, what's up, heads? Nowadays, a lot of niggas be talking this and that about keeping it real. Ain't got no style, ain't got no lyrics, ain't got none of that shit. So for all them fake ass fraudulent motherfuckers, I only got one thing to say to y'all. Bring it on, niggas. Yo, come on. Come on, 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 niggas, come on, 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 niggas, come on, niggas, come on. Niggas sense the aura, then they ass is curious. The boy from the hood who got more style than furious. I get my vibes from the drive that I'm chill with. Come and check the brother who's quick to fling up shit. Watch it hit in the fan, kick the can, fuck it. Your stock kicks buckets and function when you can't stock it. Cause when you fuck with the big brother, your dread, I get fed. Brothers be asking to get lit up with lead. But it's pointed from the tips of my number 2 and 2s. My shit's exact because I use my rhythmic stencil. My mental spurs out words. Hug shit upon the paper, spinal tap from fat cuts. Mellow moods from the fader. Shiesty, I might be. Brothers, if you wanna try me, be prepared to die, B. Ain't no need to leave buildings in a single bound. Cause I'm the force that'll bring them shits down. So step up so I can slay ya. See, I'm the bro who be thick like the ozone layer. And I'll be damned if I don't catch wreck. I leave Timos in the back of the greenhouse effect. See, I'm at oneness with nature. Just a tad naughty, kicking vibes ever since I was a shorty. Hit me a G.O.D. Go hand in hand. The fire mortal man gravity. Come on, 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 niggas, come on,
Step it up, step it up. MOP, we ain't up. Header cut, the visual aspect of this phonograph. photograph a picture. A row will be down, what the frame's gonna capture. The core of the verse, intertwined in the beat. In the trenches of a battle, digging in like a cleat. Total violation for invasion of my spaces. Annihilation for disruption of my homeostasis. Terrorize your worst nightmares gonna pale. Lifting the veil to reveal what's hell. And if you assume, boy, you better be correct. Cause mistakes are forgiven. Go ahead, place your bet. Wu-Tang said it best. I'm talking torture, picking flesh from your bone till it's gone like a vulture. Suckers a blade, nocturnes a machete. Cause I'm ripping the set so I can leave it confused.